What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? And Oklahoma City Thunder fans. Oklahoma City Thunder fans, welcome to TSR Sports, where I'll be doing a live play-by-play, live scoreboard, interactive chat. Hopefully, having a little bit of fun, some jokes, some laughs tonight for the Spurs, which is obviously my team looking around behind me against the Oklahoma City Thunder, or what's left of the Thunder, as they're missing most of the team. But one thing my San Antonio Spurs team has shown the league is that if you're out a bunch of players, we'll make you look like all stars. So hopefully that's not the case tonight. Spurs fans, OKC fans, I might need some help with some of the players as so many guys are out. And I don't know who the starting lineup is for OKC. So if anybody has a starting lineup, please drop it in the chat below. Yeah, that's all I got. Why does it make sense to buy out Dragic? Because that's just that was the plan. Apparently, he's refusing to play for pretty much everybody except for a few select teams. So instead of just sitting him at home paying this whole contract, they bought him out. What's going on, Mars? Guillermo? Chat. Becky Emmett, how's it going? Are you doing good tonight? Your last year with the Spurs, you feeling good? Yeah? All right, good. All right. This is the Spurs' last game until like next Friday. NBA All Star break is upon us, so the team will have 8 days off, which means I won't be live streaming for 8 days more than likely, unless I do I don't know, something in between that. I don't know what yet, but maybe something collaboration. We'll see. And also, I usually do the recaps every week, but the Spurs only play 2 games this week and 2 games next week. So I figured instead of recapping 2 games tomorrow and recapping 2 games at the Sunday because they play Friday and Saturday, I'm just going to recap the 2 games before and after the All Star break together. It just makes sense. Not really a lot to cover when there's just 2 games, and I also have to work tomorrow, so trying to do a recap on a Thursday, not gonna happen. First time these teams played, the Thunder actually won 99-94. The second time, the Spurs won 118-96. DeJounte went for 23, 10, and 14. Part-time Spurs fan, good evening. If for 1 man late, but Guillermo, that's the same thing as Marcus Aldridge. You have to realize it's either we pay out the rest of his contract, and I think he still had 8 or 9 million left, and he doesn't play, or we pay him 5 million and he doesn't play. It was a lose-lose situation. That trade was for cap reasons and for the draft pick. I know it sucks. It is what it is. Just hopefully that draft pick hits, or we trade up, or whatever we do with it. All Star break starts tomorrow or Friday. The NBA All Star game, I believe, is this Sunday. I will not be watching it. I know DeJounte Murray is in it. They mean so little, and I'm not a fan of this. I don't know. I was not gonna watch it. To no game that Zach. True story. Becky in the house. Yeah, he had I think a $19 million contract, and we're slightly over half the season, so it sucks. Spurs have 6 games remaining against New Orleans, Sacramento, OKC, and Houston, who are the bottom teams in the Western Conference. Spurs at 12th, Pelicans 11th, Kings at 13th, Thunder at 14th, Rockets are at 15th. What's going on, Carl? Thank you for stopping in. Cowboy X Factor. Ron was wearing an LA. Yes, he did. He did wear a LA Rams jersey in that video. Uh, what can I say? So you obviously watched the music video, which I'm sure you would agree. Maybe one of the weirdest things I've ever done. And all those vocals, if you want to call some of the vocals, were all real. No special effects used. I don't know if it's good or bad, but just me being weird and goofy. What's going on, Silent Hooper? What did you think? Is that where Dragic went to the Lakers? I have no idea where he went. Did he sign with the Lakers? Ernie's looking at the scoreboard, hoping this side is higher than this side when it's all said and done. Ads watched and like button smashed. Thank you, AB. Appreciate that. Hey, it does help the channel. And ad revenue is a thing. I will never ask for super chats. I've never done that, nor will I ever. I'm not one of those channels that's going to sit there and push. I don't even have a Patreon, but I can't stand the channels. There's a channel I love. I'm going to leave them nameless. That I can literally fast forward the first 5 minutes of every one of their videos now because it's just all Patreon and membership. And I'm just like, people know you have that stuff, and if they want to do it, great. But just getting it rammed down your throat drives me crazy. Anyway, the only All Star game that matters is the baseball All Star game. If we have one, baseball in a little trouble. I believe the All Star game is going to be on one of the big networks. I, I just, I have no interest. I'll watch DeJounte's highlights if he has any after the fact. But just there's no defense. The game doesn't matter. I won't tune into the slam dunk contest and 3-point shootout because I think I have plans. So I'll be watching that replay as well, which is fine. Chris Lightsey, what's up? Channel member, thank you for being here. Good evening, go Spurs, go. Won't be able to watch whole game live. Have to go back to work to fire an employee. Wow. Do you ever think they'll make a movie about the big three? Never say never. Michael Jordan had a documentary come out. Well, the Chicago Bulls and Michael Jordan, The Last Dance, more than 20 years after the last season together. So you just don't know what's going to happen. So I could see it. I would make a movie, but I don't have the ability to get any interviews with any of the big three. Nor do I have direct contact with them. So, yeah, not happening. February 25th is a deadline for opening day for Major League Baseball. So All-Star Game is basically the Pro Bowl. That's probably a good way of looking at it, CXF. Pro Bowl doesn't matter. I haven't watched a Pro Bowl in decades. Yeah, decades. I haven't watched a Pro Bowl in decades. They don't mean anything. It's for the players to have fun and for the fans that enjoy it to have fun. But it's wow, the arena's empty. I know that game hasn't started yet, but holy moly, is it empty in Oklahoma City? J Money, SJ, and Don't and Try. Dort and Ty Drum McKenderson and Mike Music and Mike. Oh my gosh! I knew there was a lot of guys out. Thank you. Big Three movie. Who would the actors be? Tony Parker, Mono Ginobili, and Tim Duncan playing themselves. I don't know. I saw Will Smith. Maybe he looks a little like Tim Duncan, but he's too short, too old at this point. Yeah, so that's not going to work. I don't know. I don't know Hollywood's young actors well enough to know who would make a good Tony Parker, a good Manu, or a good Tim. And the problem is Tim is 7 feet tall. So I mean, you got to get a guy that can act and is going to tower over everybody else unless you green screen and make it bigger, which would look awkward. Close to a movie was probably the last Spurs final. But yeah, touche. What's going on, Keto? Let's not. That's that Pistons game. I don't want to talk about it. Butterfly. Good evening. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Does anybody have the starting lineup for Oklahoma City? I'm gonna go into Google and pull up this game, and hopefully Yahoo has the starting lineup in the box score. Oh, I'm getting the starting lineup now. Never mind. Darius Baisley is starting for the Thunder. All right. See, I ask and I get. All right, so never mind. Don't have to pull up anything. They're introducing a starting lineup for the Thunder now, so I'll just get it this way. Aaron Wiggins in the starting lineup. No surprise whatsoever there. No surprises as of yet. At center, Isaiah Roby in the starting lineup. Okay, he's not usually in the starting lineup. All right, so we got Baisley, Wiggins, and Roby. Josh Giddey in the starting lineup. The Rock for Tim. The Rock. Vin Dizzy for Tony Parker and Chris Pratt for Manu. They're all gonna be like the same height though. And Trey Mann. All right, so actually the top 5 guys I had listed on the roster are their starting lineup. I got Favors Melman and Po Kuzevsky coming off the bench. That's an 8-man rotation, so there's probably a 9th guy coming off the bench. We'll figure that out when we get there. Of course, you guys know the deal. If you could hit the thumbs up, it's fast, free, fun, nutritious, and delicious, and it does help support the channel. And as always, go Spurs, go. Was it terrible? I didn't see that one. Was that the Netflix one, Playmaker Guido? I don't have Netflix, so I can't watch it, but I feel like what you're talking about is the Netflix documentary. Anyway, Baisley's been balling. Well, then that means he's probably going to go off for 40 against us tonight. More than likely. J Money, what's that little thing you got by your name? You got like a bag of money. What's that mean? Winack would play Coach Pop? Gosh. I have no idea. How are we playing? Jair Gutierrez, the Spurs. The usual. Against the Bulls, looked good in the first 3 quarters. Fell apart in the fourth. Colin Johnson, Don McDermott, Jakob Poeltl, Devin Vassell, DeJounte Murray for the Spurs, Aaron Wiggins, Darius Bazley, Isaiah Roby, Trey Mann, and Josh Giddey for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Spurs should win this Marble Juggernaut. I'm going to have the Spurs win this 113 to 108 by 5. Is Jacques Landale in the doghouse? Probably. I have no respect for the Thunder organization, and it is serious about tanking for 5 years in a row. For example, that 73-point loss to the Grizzlies. Lindy Water, third on the bench. I think he's probably the only guy on the bench that's because they're down so many guys. That's probably the only guy they have that's not healthy. Oh, all right, Ray. She's been with me a couple times, but yeah, players are on the court, and away we go. Spurs ball, and this is the last Spurs game of the week. They'll have 8 days off. Don't resume their season again until next Friday. I normally do recaps at the end of the week. I'm not recapping just 2 games. Plus, I travel by Keldon Johnson. That's a quick turnover for San Antonio. And the Spurs only play 2 games next week, Friday and Saturday. So I'm going to do like an all-star recap of all 4 games the following Sunday. Because I can't do a recap. I have to work tomorrow. There's no way. I mean, I'd start work at 7. I'm not getting up at 6 o'clock to shoot a recap. And a drive and a bucket to the hoop by Isaiah Roby. Yes, Sirski, don't say that. Collins is not clear for back-to-back games. This is not a back-to-back. Keldon Johnson for 3. Jakob Poeltl knocks it out of bounds, and it'll be OKC ball. The Spurs should win this one. Race for 6. Nintendo Lego NBA fan, go Spurs, go. Yeah, a W before the break would be nice, even against Oklahoma City Thunder, who was struggling. Speaking of struggling, that's an air ball. McDermott with, I guess you could call that a rebound. We'll bring it up for San Antonio. 1 minute through the first quarter. McDermott for 3, no good. Fight for the board. And it'll be OKC ball. Darius Bazley comes down with it. Bazley running the court. Off to Giddey. Giddey back to Bazley. Nope, not Bazley. That reverse layup was by Isaiah Roby. Roby again. Sorry, I don't know a lot of these OKC players. I don't watch the Thunder much. I'll get their roster down as the game progresses. Murray out to Keldon Johnson. Johnson in the paint to Jakob. Jakob stops. Passes it back out to DeJounte Murray. Back into Jakob in the post. 10 on the shot clock. Jakob spins around Roby. Jump shot. Jump hook. No good. McDermott offensive board. Put back. No good. Wow. Spurs can't make a bucket. Giddey. One-on-one with Poeltl. We'll pass it out to Isaiah Roby. Thunder moving the ball around, and now a jumper in the paint is no good by Aaron Wiggins. Spurs ball, 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. Spurs still looking for their first points. Murray with the runner, high off the glass, no good. Jakob Poeltl with the offensive board. The putback is good, and San Antonio finally has scored. Yasirski, not a good start. Not a good start, but there's plenty of time left. Giddey's going to drive into the paint. Layup by Jakob is no good. Fight for the board. Roby with a putback, no good. DeJounte Murray gets the ball, sprints up the court. Off to Devin Vassell, wide open for 3. Front rim, no good. Keldon with the putback, no good. Keldon with another putback. That one is good. All right, we tied it up. Spurs are in the white jersey with the black stripe on the side. They're black and whites, if you will. That's a miss, and Spurs ball on the Devin Vassell rebound. I did not see who shot that as I was peeking at the chat briefly. And now, timeout? All right, timeout, I guess. Nets 18-30. What? The Knicks are up 38 to 18. Spurs ball. All right, get that in my system. McDermott runner, no good. Gets fouled, going to the line for 2, foul on Isaiah Roby. Jakob Poeltl for 3. That happened once this year. I don't see it happening a second time. One of the most 3-point half-court shots you'll ever see. Earning good. 2 more work days, and then I got a 4-day weekend again, and I cannot wait. Even though I don't have any live streams planned for the next 8 days because the Spurs are off, I do plan on doing maybe some videos in regards to the draft. Plan to try to do a couple Giants videos. The Giants content's tough to kind of get a feel to what people are interested in. I did a video on should Daniel Jones stay or go that had over 1,000 views. I did one of Saquon Barkley should stay or go. I had under 100, so I deleted that thing. Because from what I understand, you don't want videos that are performing poorly on your channel because it could hurt your algorithm. So I was like, well, that one's doing terrible. So let's get that thing out of here. And maybe I'll stick with the draft content, free agent market, what's not for Giants, because that seems to be kind of the content that people are really engaging in the most. 6-all after that bucket. Jonte Murray on the other end of the floor. Drops it off to Jakob Pertl. 12 on the shot clock. Pertl to Devin Vassell. Vassell will pull up for two. No good. Devin Vassell over 2 to start the game. Knicks. Who knew? Not me. Every spurt, really. And a miss down the other end while I was looking at the chat. Saved by Roby, and he throws it out of bounds. Every game. That's cool. I like 8 and 8:30 games. I don't like those 10 o'clock games, J Money. I'm not a fan. I don't like staying up till 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. Butterfly, thank you for that. Yeah, they are, Zach. I'm not giving up on Giants videos, but I was like, you know what? If a video's underperforming, I got to get it out of there because it could hurt the channel. So it is what it is. McDermott goes backdoor after the Yaka pass, and it's a good bucket. Doug McBuckets, 8-6. Teams wearing white other than at home. Kirk, I don't know what to say. Giddy drives into the paint, throws up the layup. 8-all. Whoops. 8 minutes to go. Very sloppy start. Murray into the paint and gets tied up. Jump ball. But yeah, I think because there's 8 million Saquon Barkley's videos out there, Zach, probably not a subject I want to touch. The draft videos have all done well by my standards. The Daniel Jones video did well. I was like, I think I'll just focus back on the draft a little bit. Focus on the salary cap issues the team has because that's, just I got to get a feeler for what people are interested in. I'm still new with Giants content. If every 5 videos, 4 do well and 1 does bad, then I can accept that. As long as Dejounte's ready to put up another 30-point triple-double and Kelvin shoots 60% from 3, we should be right as rain. Gregory, that's asking a lot. 7:46 to go. Well, I'm exiting its playing. Well, Nets must sit out. Oh, really? I know it's a dollar thing. Oh, it's just a dollar sign and it made it an icon? Okay. I was wondering how you did that. Speaking of Kellen Johnson, he has the ball right now. Pass it out to DJ. DJ for 3. In and out, Burger. And Kelton gets the rebound on the putback. And 1! KJ with 2 offensive rebound putbacks. Is it that well? Gregory 2-point. But you know what? We're not that much better. Don't troll me in the chat. We're only a few games ahead of the Oklahoma City Thunder, so I can't really sit here and say we're a ton better because we're not. Timeout. We're like 3.5 games, I think, ahead of OKC. So, and they already beat us once this year. Roby got 6 already. I think KJ's got 4, trying to make it 5. We're in a timeout, though. A little bit of slow start to the game. Hopefully things pick up. And just again, I want to announce I'm not doing a recap tomorrow. I have to work. I'll recap the 2 games from this week and the 2 games from next week on the following Sunday because just doing two game recaps doesn't seem just there's so little to cover there. It's kind of hard to feel how a player did it for a week, especially if some guys only played 1 game. Speaking of playing, Spurs fans, do you think we'll see any of our new acquisitions tonight? Trey Jones is out. Will Josh Richardson get some playing time in his place? Or is Pop just going to keep all our new guys sitting on the pine until after the All-Star break? Butterfly? Yes. And Ernie? Let's see what Becky has to say about your question. What do you think, Becky? Will you do good in Vegas? Mm-hmm. Yep. Absolutely. All right. Confidence. You got to like it. Based on point differentials, we should be in the 8th spot in the West. No kidding. But we're not in the 8th spot. We're in 12th. Yeah. If the Spurs didn't lose so many fourth quarter leads, because there's a lot of games they oh boy, had a decent lead, maybe even had a double-digit lead, and the fourth quarter was not nice to our Spurs. How about an Eli as a Hall of Famer? Zach, that's been covered. I think, because I watch other Giants channels. Obviously, I'm subscribed to Tanner and Bad Dog. They're going to get views no matter what they put up because of the size of their subscriber base. But smaller channels like myself, The Hub, Kid Blue, those are the only other Giants channels. OGR Sports, but he's not doing content anymore. I see some of their videos do well, some don't. And that's not a knock on them anyway. It's just you have to hit, I think for Giants content, like doing Giants news, because so many guys are covering it, it's a needle in a haystack. So I haven't seen some of the bigger channels I mentioned do a lot of draft content, so I think continuing to do draft content, not player profiles, but maybe a future mock draft, maybe the team's draft needs, maybe the issues with the salary cap. Dave Gettleman screwed that team up. My guy Giannis dropped 50 and 14. Oh no, Zach, I know you're trying to help. No shade here. Most improved three-point field goal percentage this season, Keldon Johnson is number 5, plus 9.6%. But I'll keep that in mind, Zach. That is something I have thought about doing. Three-point play is converted. Eli's my favorite player, though, so obviously I would be biased on my answer. It is Thunderball. Down 11-8. Giddy out in three-point land. Throws a rocket missile to Trey Mann, who takes it into the paint and gets the layup. Not streaming the All-Star Game, Butterfly. No, I have no interest in it. I know DeJounte's making his first appearance. He'll be lucky if he plays more than 8 minutes. Keldon into the paint with the layup, but Keldon Johnson off to a good start. And the game doesn't mean anything. I mean, it's nice that our guy's in there, but it doesn't actually mean anything. That three-pointer is no good. Long rebound to Jakob Poeltl. I didn't see who shot that as I was chatting with the chat. Murray into the paint, throws up a high layup, no good. DeJounte struggling with his shot just a little bit to start the game. Terrence Mann down the other way, throws up a extremely high layup, no good. DeJounte Murray with the rebound. Out to Lonnie Walker, who's checked in. Lonnie with the fast break layup in transition, 15-10. We could get in the play-in. It's very possible, Ernie. And yes, Chris, anything's possible. They're going to have to start putting some wins together and can't keep blowing fourth quarter leads. Roby takes it at Jakob and throws it up. A little teardrop action and in. That's true, Zach. I would agree with that. What's up, Big Kills? Murray, pull-up jumper from the free throw line. Swish. 17-12, halfway through the first quarter, 6 minutes ago. Murray will play 5 minutes. J Money? You might be right. And that's why I don't want to tune in, because I'll also be very disappointed if he plays very little. Giddy pull-up jumper, no good. Long rebound is chased down by Giddy. So Josh Giddey gets his own miss. Nice rebounding, Spurs. By nice rebounding, I mean no. And another pull-up jumper, this time by Darius Baisley, is no good. Spurs ball. Murray will bring it up. Now three-point land. Pick and roll with Jakob Poeltl. Drives to the paint. Back to Jakob. Jakob with the thunder dunk of Jakob. Spencer, DJ for 50, huh? Yes, Becky does. I don't know, poke her in the eye. Let's keep building on this so we can see the new guys play later, for crying out loud. Pull-up jumper is good. Swish. Trey Mann. Oh, man. Jeez. I don't know I'm yawning so much. DeJounte pull-up jumper is no good. And fast break. And nice defense by Jakob Poeltl to break it up as Darius basically got loose down the other end. But Jakob, pretty solid in transition, breaks it up. What about starting Murray in the fourth and give him a 2-minute blow with 6 minutes to go? I don't know what's going to happen. Parker will get in the Hall of Fame. 6 All-Stars, 3 rings. Wait, 4 rings. 4 rings, excuse me. And NBA Finals MVP. Tony Parker will get in. We have some substitutions. Zach Collins has checked in. Joshua Primo. KBD. Still out there with Lonnie and DeJounte. So we've got 3 guards, a forward, and a center. Usual Spurs. And now a foul down the other end. Is that an and 1? Yep. Trey Mann scores in the paint and 1. Was he 4 All-NBA section? Yeah, he'll get in. All the Spurs' big 3 are going to get in. Well, Tim Duncan's already in there, but all 3 will be in. I wish I could watch my Thunder. Sorry, crunch time. I feel you, man. I just got the NBA pass when I started this channel 3 years ago, and I hear you. Lonnie Walker for 3, baby! And because of where I live, the Celtics and Nets games are now blacked out for me because I don't have cable anymore. So, yeah, it sucks when you can't watch the game. But hopefully, do an engaging play-by-play. Have a fun, interactive chat. It is a Spurs channel, but I will call the game down the line. Man, nice behind-the-back pass. Puzevsky for 3. I'm probably butchering his name. Poke Kuzevsky, excuse me. No good, Spurs ball. Joshua Primo. Euro step into the paint. Off the glass. And we're gonna have a goaltend on the Spurs, I think, or on the Thunder. On the Spurs, Zach Collins. Primo threw it up. It was still on. Yep, definitely on the rim. Can't touch that. Let's get some wins. Right. Kirk, we'll see on that one. Oh, and the Raptors in San Antonio, yes. Will he be a Hall of Famer? Probably not. I'm keeping it real. Man, what a beautiful athletic move. In the paint, throws his arm out. Layup, good. 22-18. RR 210, go Spurs go. Jante into the paint, layup, good. Just cuts, slices, and dices. And we have a timeout by OKC, 24-18. Spurs up by 6. Go Spurs go! I'm doing good. I tried out Mortal Kombat 11 today for the first time. I was digging that, doing some fatalities. They're very gory, as expected, and very comedic too at times. I was like, okay, this is bloody, but also way over the top to the point where I'm laughing. So no good. It's fun to be gaming again, gaming with friends, uh, enjoying the channel, having a blast with TSR music. Just kind of find Mrs. TSR, and all will be well. Nets 21-40. Is Ben Simmons not playing yet? Hey, what's going on, B-Town Breakdown? My man Bobby, hopefully you're doing well. Bobby, do you have an Xbox? I have an Xbox One. What's up, Ishan? Ishan, channel member Ishan, aka Robinson. Thank you for stopping in. Bobby, if you have an Xbox account, don't put it in the chat. Send me a text and shoot me over your channel name. 3OR. What the? Somebody's always spamming that. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate it. No, Rich. What did I do? Yep. Bye, bot. Darn bots will get you every time. I just started playing MK11 on. I love the Xbox Cloud Gaming. That is such a brilliant move. My friends are like, $15 a month is a waste. I'm like, I could play it on my computer, I could play it on my phone. I have access to hundreds of games I've never played before. There's also the rewards where I'm gaming so much that I think I have enough points to buy a $10, almost enough points to buy a $10 Microsoft gift card. So it pays for itself almost. Plus, you have the little perks to add in. I like it. Plus, Xbox Live Gold is what, $70 a month or a year? So that comes out to what, just under $6 a month. So I'm like, you know what? I like it. Oh, you got a PS4. Okay, so we can crossplay though. Okay. Oh, Ben was playing. Okay, he's not. I got you. I got you, money. I do vaguely remember. I did play MK10. I don't remember the story too much, but enough of it that I'm not lost while watching the game. Works good. I mean, I work from home. Can't complain. Need Portland to lose. Yeah, we do need Portland to lose. Someone easily will spend more than that in a month on games. Exactly, Gregory. I used to buy video games and DVDs and Blu-rays. I don't buy anything anymore because everything's available digitally. I'm still playing Apex. I suck at it, but I am getting kills here and there and doing some damage, and not always the least amount of damage in my team. So I'm slowly getting better. Uh, from what I understand, the game does have a steep learning curve, so that's going to take time, and just going to have to grind it out. And you got to remember too, I didn't play video games for like 3.5 years. So first-person shooters, I'm decent, but I'm not. I used to be really good back in the day. My best game was in Halo 2 when I went 25-0. I did the old battle rifle sword combo, and people came close. They got sorted. People were far away, and just battle rifle them in the head. Um, it was also good at Call of Duty Modern Warfare, but these are all years ago. When you stop playing for years, it's like I'm back and I'm okay. I can hold my own in some games, but I've definitely lost a lot of the skills I had. Devin Vassell gets into the paint, gets the layup, and the Spurs are up 26-18, 3:11 to go. Down, down in the first quarter. Trey Mann takes off into the paint. Layup. No good. He did get fouled going to the line for 2. Blazers look better without CJ. Seriously? Sean, I am doing only ranked, Zach, so it's rough. I actually shut down the gaming channel for multiple reasons. Now, while we have man at the line for 2 free throws, I'll let you guys know real quick if you weren't in the stream where I announced that. One, time. I recorded some videos of me and my buddy playing Road Company on lunch, and there was an hour footage. And I just sat there and stared at like I don't have time to do this, to edit all this because I still have, I've been neglecting the music channel. So time was an issue. Second, when I looked at that footage, it was all muted except for me talking. I didn't capture any game audio, any of his audio. And the reason being is every time I use OBS, I have to completely switch my settings from sports streaming for video game capturing. And I had a video I put up for the Spurs last week that had no sound on. I'm like, you know what? I don't have the time. I'm trying to run 3 YouTube channels by myself. I got to call it a day. Would I game again on this channel if it was sports related? Yes, because this is going to be a sports channel only. Spurs ball, Lenny Walker, baseline jumper. Good, 28-19, 2:40 to go. So like an NBA game, if one shows up on the pass, or a new Madden game, like I do a Giants rebuild or a Spurs it would be sports related gaming if I was to do it on the channel. And nice defense by Zach Collins causes the miss by, let's see who missed that. I think that was Roby with the miss. Primo gets it out to Lonnie Walker. Walker for three. No good. And the ball's going to go out of bounds, and I think that's going to go off the Thunder, and it will. Spurs ball, 28-19. What's up, the Curb? Thank you for stopping in. Blazers have won 3 straight without him. Dang. I use GeForce Now Steam for gaming through my NVIDIA Shield into my Android box. My 7 GeForce and only 6 out. Nice. We're not trading DJ, and we can't make any trades. The NBA trade deadline's passed. Another foul on the Thunder. Krejci? Krejci? I don't know how to say his name. But Krejci with the foul. Spurs ball. 14 on the shot clock. Lonnie Walker. Hey, Tudo, my man! I will get to the super chat in just a moment. Lonnie Walker with the pull-up jumper. No good. And Thunderball, he says, Salute Rich dropped by your office to pay our proper respects. And for all Giants fans around the world, slap all sticky boys loose out a door. Thank you for the $5 super chat, my man. Go Big Blue! AKA Go Giants. That's a three-pointer by, I don't know who that is either. Oh my goodness, who are the Thunder playing out there tonight? We got a timeout, and I got to look up the Thunder roster. Number 12, I don't know who that is. Is that the rookie you guys were talking about? While the Spurs take a timeout, I'm going to look this up. We need to get to 50 thumbs up if we can before the first half's over, my friends. Otherwise, the world will end. If we don't get the 50 thumbs up before the end of the first quarter, the world will literally end. All right, so Alexei I've got him in there. Vit Krejci is number 27. Vit. I don't know if I'm Krejci? Krejci? Maybe? I thought I saw number 12. Diakite? Mamadou Diakite? Christ, good grief. That's what I hate when teams are missing so many players. That you just, I mean, okay, kudos to these guys getting playing time, but I don't know who the heck they are. Tudo with another super chat. What's he got now? He drops $10 this time, my man. He says, there are less rules and penalties, no pads or body protection in rugby. Nothing. Think about that. Nothing. Just imagine if a player's been most fined for over-aggressive tackles, personal fouls, suspensions. Would that be you, Tudo? Are you the most over-aggressive tackler, personal fouler, and suspended her from just knocking the crap out of people? If it's not you, that's cool. But if it is you, that's cool too. All right, Spurs ball, 28-22, minute 4. Thank you for your support, my man. Can't wait to be doing some more Giants now. What's going on, Cruz? And Becky Hammond, yes, TSR family. Lonnie Walker drives to the hoop. Layup, no good. Fouled, going in line for 2. Meow, meow, what's going on? Diakite. Got it. Maybe. Oh, you think. Okay. Maybe Diakite. Wasn't that a video game? Come on with Daikatana is what I'm thinking of. Never mind. Lonnie Walker's first free throw, no good. I hope one of the young guys, or well, not young guys, but one of the guys we traded for at your boy Rigo gets playing time tonight. With Trey Jones out, Josh Richardson, Romeo Langford, somebody? Anybody? Bueller? Spurs are in the bonus with a minute and a half to go. 29-22. Lonnie makes the second one. Spurs 12 of 26 from the field. Thunder 10 of 26. That little jumper in the paint is no good by Theo Maledon. Number 11 against number 11, Malden versus Primo. Primo with the ball right now, drives to the paint, throws it out to Devin. Devin was open for three, takes the three, makes the three. VA finest, me too. Diana, good evening. Go Spurs, go. Do the Spurs resign or trade Lonnie at the draft? They might not re-sign him at this rate. That's a bucket and another super chat. Oh my gosh, Tudo dropping another 10 on my head. I will get to that in just a moment. Spurs ball, Devin Vassell, out to Zach Collins. Collins turns the ball over. Fast break, Malden drops it off, and a dunk for Diakite. Tudo, my man, he says, I ended two opposing teams' best OT for the season by plowing him on the pitch on the last game. Are you serious? Two? A sweet sound of bones and joints cracking when you tackle them hard. 180. Oh, they spun around. That's a three-pointer for Devin Vassell. He also finishes with silence the crowd in the stadium. Lights out. Mic dropped. Good for you, man. I've sent two people to the hospital in my lifetime. Unfortunately, that was for being in a fight, not legally doing it on a sporting field. Not proud of it. Younger, got into some trouble. Spurs up 35-26, 10 seconds to go after that OKC miss. Lonnie sprints in the paint and gets fouled. That's going to be two more free throws for San Antonio. You can see the game. Starting 5 sports cards, hello. Like the channel name. The game. Boop. Boop. Derek White was plus 41 the Celtics blowout versus... Wow. I'm very curious of that too, Chris. With Primo running the point, will the team function better, the bench, than when Trey Jones runs the point? Because for whatever reason, nothing against Trey. When he's in there, I feel like leads evaporate. Lonnie's first free throw is good. Couple substitutions. Giddy and Mann coming back in for OKC. 7.8 seconds left in the first quarter. We got to 50 thumbs up, my friends. Thank you very much. I was just kidding that the world would end, but we don't want to take our chances, right? I mean,
some men just want to watch the world burn.
Walker, second free throw is good. Spurs up by 11. OKC looking to get out of the first quarter down by single digits. And a foul on Lonnie. I think they had one to give anyway. They did. No SGAs for the time. Nope. Kirk, he's out. What do you think about the halftime show? Don't want to talk about that. It's your boy Rico. That could be construed as political, so I don't talk politics on this channel. A three at the end is good. Who shot that? Was that Krejci? 1 second left. Spurs will get it in. Primo, half-court three. That hit the backboard. Spurs will take a 37-29 lead into the second quarter. We got nothing political, guys. Just not the place. Oh, Yasursky wants to see the game too. All right. The game. Boop, boop. You know what? Boop, boop. All right, double game. What's up, Francisco? Hyping Derek White up as what the team needed. You know what? If Derek White succeeds in Boston, great. For whatever reason, it hasn't been working out here. I know it's only really a year and a half of the experiment. It is what it is. I wish him well. And if he plays well and we get a good first round pick off of that trade, and one of the two players we got turns out to be a good, important piece of the puzzle in the roster, because Josh Richardson's not that old. Isn't he only like 28, 29? And Romeo is, I think he's only like 23, 24 and a former lottery pick. Giddy has. Is DJ washed already? Because he's having one bad game so far, at least scoring-wise? Good grief. Taylor, he'll be in the talk. I don't think he'll win it. I think Murray should be in talk for most improved player. Scored some points last night. I'm happy they're welcoming him with, Derek. By the way, too, I don't know if you were here when I showed these off. I bought these about a week and a half ago because I have winter gloves, but they're really only good for like shoveling and when there's just a lot of snow. I'm like, I need something lighter. And when my hands are cold now, I got my very stylish New York Giants. I know there's a lot of Cowboys fans in the chat. Sorry, but this is how I rock it. Throw up my W's with my New Yorks. Jacques Landale is in the doghouse. The order of primacy, if you will, for centers on this team now is Jakob Poeltl, which that's not changing. Then Zach Collins, then Jacques Landale. He will probably only play if one of the main guys is hurt or in foul trouble, or if the Spurs are on a back-to-back. Hate to say it, but that's how it is. Nick, who we booing? OKC or the Spurs? Yes, Tobitsky 1010. Becky, channel member, thank you for being here. Becky, how you doing tonight? For anybody that's just coming in. Doing good. All right. Yep. It'll be not sure whose ball it'll be to start second quarter. I'll find out in a second. Once I know, you'll know. Oh, you're booing my gloves. Anyway, will we see a Tim Duncan signing? Maybe. Just possibly. The refs are doing a lot of talking considering the first quarter just ended and nothing has happened to start the second quarter yet. Pop's even out there like, what's going on here? He has. It kills, it has, which is good. Happy for him. Pop still has a scar on his head. He banged his head when he was making the flux capacitor weeks ago. Anyway, OKC ball to start us off in the second Q, 34-29. They took a Spurs three-pointer away? What? How do we lose a three-pointer? Mal down for three. Why did the Spurs lose a three-pointer? Is anybody listening to this game? I don't have the sound up. What the heck just happened? Murray runner in the paint. No good. I am so confused right now. We Magic just had 3 points go off. Maybe somebody stepped out of bounds. Giddy for three. Front of the line. Vassell for three. No good. Spurs broadcast doesn't know either. Great. Yeah, I hear I'm talking about it now. They're still trying to figure it out. That pull-up three is no good by Daiketti. I'm sure I'm butchering his name. Spurs now down 35-34. Weird start to the second quarter. They magically had 3 points come off the scoreboard. And OKC has done all the scoring in the second quarter. And Spurs have done none. Keldon Johnson with the ball right now. Drives to the hoop. Off the glass. Good. Keldon very aggressive tonight. Foot on the line. Devin Vassell is out of bounds on his three. Is that what it was? All right, thank you, Chris. Giddy pull-up jumper. Good. All right, team's going back and forth now. Diakine. Phil, it's our San Antonio Spurs, and I'm sorry the game is blacked out for where you are. That sucks. They should not black out games. If you bought the NBA pass, every game should be on there. Keldon, over to Doug. Doug wide open for three. Good. Keldon passing much more lately, getting assists up a little bit. That seemed Andrew's been a decent game, but that three-pointer seemed like it was so long ago, and then it just magically came off. Whatever. What a crazy bucket by Theo Maledon. He's spinning around the air, throws it up backwards, gets fouled, it goes in, and one. We got a tie game. I just saw Kelman. He was like, what? Theo's free throw. Good. Thunder back up by one. Come on, Spurs. Man, if I don't want to go into the All-Star break with 2 losses in a row. Keldon with the ball again into the paint. Out to Devin. Devin will drive. Back to Jakob, and Jakob throws it up off the glass. Good. They do it for you. I think it's not cheap. Anyway, OKC ball. 9:20 to go in the first half. Pull up three. Wow, Theo Maledon is now heating up and on fire. We did say, Spurs fans, that one player is probably going to light us up tonight that we're not overly familiar with. Don McDermott for three, no good. Balls almost goes out of bounds. It's saved. And Giddy will bring it up for the Thunder. They are now up by 2. Quick pull-up three down the other end is a total brick. And Giddy chases down the offensive board and gets there before Jakob Pertl can. Nice hustle. And a huge alley-oop dunk. Giddy to Pujevsky. The Spurs are now down by 4 with 8.5 minutes to go. Taylor, Doug is he's a streaky shooter. Devin, speaking of streaky, hits the three. And one! Wow, the rare 4-point play possibility. Devin with a big 3 and 1. Wow. Never foul a 3-point shooter. It was a ticky-tack touch foul, but that's the NBA. The game played at the Y. Ouch, Kirk. He made it. So 9 points now. Tie game. 4-point play. No, Phil, we didn't quit. Giddy pulls up, no good. Jakob with the rebound. Devin brings it up, almost turns it over. DeJounte now with the ball, gets it to the paint, throws it up off the glass. Good. OKC came out the ball is right. You ain't kidding. That jumper on the paint is no good by Pokuzevsky. I'm going to butcher his name all night. DeJounte in the paint. Short. No good. Derek Favors with the rebound. Derek Flavors. Era, what's going on? What happened? Spurs are up by 2. That little jumper on the paint's an air ball by Favors. Literally was on this side of the rim and threw it to the other side. Not what you're looking for. Murray to Devin Vassell after Jakob. Jakob with the little runner in the paint. Good. Spurs up by 4. Josh Richardson has not played 1 minute with the San Antonio Spurs, Mr. Lyrical 88. Timeout OKC. Just tuning in, it looks like a back. Yes, it is Javier. Actually, it is a back and forth. I know Spurs fans were looking at this OKC team and saying, oh, we don't want to lose to the Thunder. They're second and worst in the Western Conference. We're not that much better, though. I hate to say it. Yeah, Favors is still in the league. Vegas. Go Spurs, go to you. We were down by 4, and now we're up by 4, just like that. Devin Vassell's 4-point play, and now 2 buckets afterwards. So just the NBA, very swingy. I don't know why Josh Richardson. I think I did read somewhere online. The Spurs likely won't play any of their new players until after the All-Star break. I got to think Thaddeus Young is already playing in Toronto. I don't know. I'm going to check, actually. Devin Durant. Without DJ's play, we would be significantly worse. But I'm wondering, is Thaddeus Young suited up? We know Derek White's obviously playing in Boston. We've been talking about it on end on this channel. Thaddeus Young has played a game with the Raptors. He played 12 minutes, 4 rebounds, a steal, a block, 4 points per game, 4 points, and was 2 of 5 from the field. Okay, 0 for 1 from the arc. So kind of doing what he did with the Spurs for the most part. Not much in limited action. If Toronto's going to only play him 12 minutes per game, boy, did they waste a pick. Or waste a, yeah, what I'm trying to say. Google says pronounce Mahmoudi Diakite. Oh, boy. Diakite. All right, that's what we'll go with. If Google says so, that must be right. Diana, good evening. Are we the 2 youngest teams? Jay Rich, haven't seen him out in the court yet. Not at all. Drew, you, the Banks are close. Drew already was waived. He might not play in the NBA again. I kind of feel bad for him. Forgot the name of it's Becky Hammond, William. Becky Hammond. Derek looks good in Boston, Bacon. He does. I'm happy for him. I hope he keeps it going. And I hope it works out for both teams, Boston and us. Definitely being more assertive, that Vassell guy. See what you did there. They're showing Devin Vassell's 3-pointer they took away earlier in the game. That was really close. The officials signaled that it was good, and then they took it away in between the first and second quarter, which is weird. Drew to the Austin Spurs? You think so? I don't. What do you want? Would you even want that after playing in the NBA for so long? I don't know. Man with the ball right now passes it out. 3-point attempts. Fall, fade away, falling, no good. It is Spurs ball. Primo takes it coast to coast, gets blocked. 7 minutes to go. There's a whistle, and I guess it's a foul. Pokusevski. Oh, that might be goaltending. He took it off the glass. You can't do that. Primo, the ball hits the backboard, and then Pokusevski takes it off the backboard. That isn't that goaltending? Yeah, we can't catch a break. Primo at the line for two. The pinky toe stepped out. I don't know. Was that goaltending to anybody that's watching it? It's definitely close. But I'm not an expert goaltending. Primo missed a second free throw. Every three-pointer is reviewed in the NBA. Is it? Are they? Simultaneous? Kirk, it was close. OKC ball. Drive, dip in the paint, and then the layup is good by Theo Maledon. Would you have liked to have gotten Jonas V or Jakob in Kawhi trade? I don't like to do the what if game. Murray with the pull up jumper, good. Not bad for a guy that looks like people are saying he's washed already. I'm hoping the trade works out in the long run for the Spurs. I mean, yes, DeMar is gone. Yeah, we have another and one. Favors with a bucket in the paint, fouled and one. Wow, a lot of and ones tonight. Foul by DeJounte Murray. Not a good foul by DJ that time. Whew. 52-49. 6:19 to go. I just realized this is kind of a high-scoring game. Both teams could put up 60 points in the first half. Free throw is no good. And Murray will chase down the rebound, brings it up the court. DeJounte crossover into the paint. Out of the paint. Back out to Lonnie Walker for three. Front rim, no good. Maledon with the rebound. Jakob's turned into a good player, and then Kellen Johnson was part of that trade as well. Traveling down the other end. Spurs ball. Traveling. Also, Theo Maledon involved in that. He's turned into a solid NBA center. Yes, he has, William. And Kelman, I mean, we've gotten two starters out of that trade. But until the San Antonio Spurs win a championship with any of the players that they got in that Kawhi Leonard trade, that people are going to. Holy crap! Josh Richardson's playing! Jay Rich is in the game! A miss and a putback by DeJounte Murray and one. Wow, these refs like calling the and ones. Jay Rich is in the game. Jakob Poeltl, I don't know if that's going to count as a three-point shot. He threw it off the glass and went to DeJounte's hand. I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be a pass. Josh Richardson is actually playing. I didn't think we'd see him. Well, I was hoping we'd see him with Trey Jones out. DJ makes the three-point play. Jay Rich making his debut. Murray with 11, 3 and 3. Actually, bit of a down game for him as he's usually Mr. Triple-Double. All right, Jay Rich on defense. Let's see what he can do. DeJounte Murray with the steal. Number DeJounte sprints up the court, takes it in, and gets blocked. Maledon with the block from behind. Nice transition defense by Theo. Speaking of which, Theo with the ball right now in the paint. Pull-up jumper. Blocked by Jakob. And a late foul. I hope Richardson can help us from that. I hope so, too. He's still young. Jay Rich is still young. So, I mean, maybe he can show us something tonight. I know some Spurs fans have been kind of skeptical with Trey Jones coming off the bench. I've been one, too. Yeah, Kirk, I didn't like that layup there. He gets fouled or he gets blocked from behind a lot taking those shots. Yeah, the Theo guy, right? Who's this Theo guy? They will be much better next year. We have a timeout now. DJ can dunk too. He's got the ups to do it. We've seen it. 5:21 to go in the first half. We're sleeping an introductory conference call with reporters and subsequently missing a flight to Boston as well as a team. Wow! Go Robert Williams. Brian, yes, go Spurs, go. 55-49, 5:21 to go in the second quarter, a.k.a. the first half. DL Maladin at the line for two. First free throw is no good. That went in, rolled around the rim, and rolled off. I don't know where Theo's from. No idea. Second free throw. The Oklahoma City Thunder down by 5. And free throw is good. And Thunder have a man David Robinson's number. So kudos to them. Theo Maladin with 14 points already in the first half. Lonnie Walker drives to the paint. Pass to Jakob Pertl. And it's a turnover. Jakob could not hold on to the pass. OKC on the run. But I'm always on the run. Hey! And a nice job getting to the paint into to the rim. Andrew Wiggins with a layup. I have not said his name much tonight at all. DJ is a 45-inch vert. I don't think he has that much. Maybe 40, not 45. Keldon Johnson into the paint. And a beautiful athletic move. Throws up the layup as he jumps up. Goes into like a cannonball position. Gets the layup. And one. Keldon's really been attacking the rim nice tonight. Time Josh Richardson scores. Drink tequila. No tequila. I haven't had hard alcohol in ages. I'm not touching anything. Nothing like that. KJ's free throw. Zach Collins checked back in. And I see no point guard on the floor for the Spurs. No. I guess Lonnie will run it. That's a missed three. Long rebound goes into the hands. And Trey Mann catches the rebound, just walks up the paint and throws down the dunk. No interior defense by the Spurs. 58-54, 420. Smoke him if you got him. In the first quarter. Kellen, corner three. Good. My man. How many points Keldon have in the first half? It's got to be double digits at this point. Drive, Andrew Wiggins, no good. Spurs ball, running the court. Keldon with it. Back out to Devin. Devin drops it off to Lonnie. Lonnie in the paint. Acrobatic layup. Good. Spurs up by 9. We like having a lot of guards on the floor. No, we don't. But we have 4 guards on the floor and Zach Collins. Small ball. That pull-up 3 is no good by Darius Baisley. I could have made a Duke Nukem reference. Taylor, I make a lot of video game and movie references and don't even realize I'm doing it. Walker to the paint with another acrobatic layup. Timeout OKC, Spurs up by 11.
I live again.
That's an old school reference from Blood. The game was called Blood from like 1997, Monolith Studios. I really enjoyed it. KJ is strong. Absolutely. Kelvin, 12 so far? Okay. I thought he had more LO, but I'll take 12. 4 guards and a yak. I don't know if I like that. It is what it is. I mean, they run the small ball. Kirk, this one I want to see from Lonnie. I've talked about it in streams here and there. He is so ridiculously athletic. I don't want to see him settling for jumpers all game. Attack the rim. He's so unbelievably athletic and agile in the air. It's like a ballerina in the air. Attack the rim. Don't just stand there and take 10 jump shots. Tyrell John, he needs to keep playing well. Otherwise, he's not going to have a contract next season. So, yes, he needs to keep doing what he's doing. And I hope he does. I'm rooting for him. It might seem like I'm not. I'm rooting for every San Antonio Spur on this team. Because if they're doing well, my team's doing well. Right? Makes sense. If they're doing bad, then, then the team's not playing well. I've heard Lonnie's game is like Jonathan Simmons. I haven't seen enough of Jonathan Simmons to say yes or no on that. I hope we trade 2 of those picks for a higher pick, Carl. I don't want 3 picks in the first round. We're going to be over the roster. We have 3 first-round picks and 3 second-round picks, I believe. We can't draft 6 guys and sign them all. There's just no room. Lonnie could be Jean Morant. Vassell has 5 assists. Wow. Some people have wondered if Devin Vassell could take over the passing role that Derek White had. I guess so, if he's got 5 assists already. Take that. 40. Yeah, I was like, Lonnie has a 40. Really? 45? Jeez. Right, it kills. You have the ability to do that all the time. Do it! Do it from mama. Exactly, Ace. Keep it going. Prove. Even if you don't play with the Spurs next season, if they decide to let you walk, if they let Walker walk, no pun intended, he's got to prove to the NBA that he belongs there. Spurs, 30 times around what? What? Oh, the Jean Morant thing. 3:27 to go, coming out of the timeout. Little Preacher, awesome. Is he a good dude, I guess? I mean, I'm hoping he succeeds. I like everybody on our team, but everybody on our team doesn't necessarily going to equate to wins. I like Derek White. It wasn't working. The Spurs made a business decision to move on. Wish him well, and thank you for the memories. I mean, we're always going to have Bubble Derek and Denver Nugget Derek. So, I mean, there is that. Solid dude. He can jump over people, but now it's also the playbook too, or the play calling too. Pop might not want him bull rushing the rim every play, which I get. I mean, Josh Richardson, Jay Rich is still in. We're still rocking the 4 go. Well, Devin Vassell, kind of a. I mean, Kelvin's a 3, Devin's a 3. So we're running wings. We're running a lot of wings. I could go for some fake wings, not the real thing. Giddy for 3, no good. Spurs ball. Lonnie will bring it up. Out to Kelvin. Kelvin into the paint. Out to Devin Vassell, wide open for a corner 3. No good. Baseline 3. I would love to see Lonnie in the slam dunk contest. I don't know if it's ever happening. Trey Mann, step back 3. Back rim, no good. Lonnie with the rebound. And Lonnie will bring it up for San Antonio. 2.5 minutes to go. Josh Richardson with the ball. Takes a 3. Welcome to the San Antonio Spurs, Jay Rich. His first bucket as a San Antonio Spur. 68-54. Spurs on a 13-2 run in the last few minutes. Man into the paint, guarded by Collins. Man right back out of the paint. Turnaround jumper is no good by Pokazevsky. Spurs up by 14. Jay Rich is playing. Lonnie pull-up jumper, no good. What are we just talking about? Don't take all those pull-up jumpers. I'm calling Patty 3-point contest. Taylor, I'd like to see that. I'm fine with that. Yeah, let's get a Go Spurs go. Go Spurs go! I mean, crikey, we're up by 14. That deserves a Go Spurs go, I think, right? Okay, my friends, can we get to 100 of these before the first half is over? Or can we get as close as possible? Would appreciate you if we can. If you can hit the thumbs up, it does help support the channel. Helps the YouTube algorithms. And as a Spurs and Giants fan, I need my algorithms. My 2 teams are bad. Getting into the paint. Scrap for the ball, and we're going to have a jump ball. It kills. That's possible too. I don't know a lot about Jay Rich, but isn't he pretty good defender as well? And is he taller and more lengthy than Lonnie? So he's a 3D player, isn't he? A jump ball just got swatted off the backboard. I don't know who hit it. It's Spurs ball. The jump ball was at OKC end of the court, and the ball went flying off the backboard. I don't know how it got there, but it's Spurs ball anyway. Devin Vassell into the paint, Euro step, layup, good. Still first half, Jason. Minute 15 to go. I did not know that about the Josh Richardson to Puerto Rico, so that's awesome. Jay Rich is playing for his favorite team. I'm calling one of my favorite teams. Drive to the hoop, no good. Foul, and we're going to have 2 free throws for Andrew Wiggins. Foul by Zach Collins. 3D player. Troy, good evening. Danny Green type, I don't know. I don't know enough about Jay Rich. I follow the Spurs religiously, but everybody outside the Spurs, lightly, except for the big name players that, I mean, I know what LeBron's doing and Giannis, those type of players, but more role type players, don't really know these days anymore. Right, Derek? It sure is. Does this count? Good one. Thank you for liking the video. Both teams in the bonus a minute to go. And I know it's probably annoying that channels are always asking for the thumbs up, but small channels like me, we live up. I mean that we need that. Murray with the ball, crossover into the paint, out to Devin Vassell. Vassell crosses over into the paint, back out to Josh Richardson. Jay Rich drives to the paint himself, throws it up, off the glass, no good. Fight for the board, and Pokazevsky will come down with it. 40 seconds to go. He'll bring it up, takes it into the paint, layup. Wow. Alexei poke your mama. Coast to coast. Dejounte quick pull-up three, trying to go 2 for 1. That's going to be a goaltend. Pokazevsky touched the ball off the rim. You can't do that. Oh, what a mistake. DeJounte's three was off the mark. It hits the rim. And then he takes the ball and taps it off the rim, trying to get the rebound, which is going to be a goaltend. Wow. Spurs just got gifted a three. It was legit. It was a legit goaltend. The ball hit the rim, went straight up, and as it was coming down, about to go past the rim, Pokazevsky hits the ball into the rim, which you can't do. It hasn't cleared the cylinder yet. Gets hit with the goaltend. Man into the paint, throws it up, blocked. Spurs ball, 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Vassell for 3. In and out burger. All right, we'll take a 15-point lead and a half, though. Hammer that like button. Thank you, Ben Franklin. Yeah, goaltending. What a bad time to goaltend. It was the right call. I was actually shocked, too. I was like, wait a minute. What just happened? Gregor, he was trying to 2 for 1 that one real quick. Good evening, Lance. He was trying to go for a quick 2 for 1. I get what he was doing. Hey, Murray's had some huge fourth quarters for us, so let's be cool with the clutch. 3-point goaltend, the rare 3-point goaltend. So for the Oklahoma City Thunder, Aaron Wiggins with 4, Darius Baisley with 0. Isaiah Roby with 8, Trey Mann with 11, Josh Giddey with 7 off the bench, Theo Maledon with 14, Alexei Pokazevsky with 7, Vit Krejci with 0, Lindy Waters III with 5, and Derek Favors with 2. So I got players that are on my roster not. Do I have players that are not playing? So I thought Diakite was playing. I guess not. That must have been Lindy Waters I got him confused with. Lindy Waters is number 12. Was Yahoo doing me wrong? Anyway, Spurs point. Spurs Fisherman _ 493. How's it going? There you go. Yeah, 73 at the half. That's pretty darn good. Isaacs go, Spurs go to you. For our San Antonio Spurs, Doug McDermott with 7. Kelvin Johnson with 15 points and 5 rebounds on 6 of 8 from the floor. Not too shabby. Jakob Poeltl with 8 points, 9 boards, and 3 assists. Pretty solid, too. Well on his way to a double-double. Devin Vassell with 11, plus 5 assists. DeJounte with 14, 3, and 4. Off the bench, Lonnie Walker with 14, 5 of 9 shooting. Keep it going, Lonnie. Plus 5 rebounds. Joshua Primo with 1. Zach Collins with 0. KBD with 0. Jay Rich with 3 points and 2 assists in only 6 minutes. Jay Rich with the plus 12. Just throwing that out there. So nice to see Josh Richardson get his first playing time with the Spurs. Not only get his first playing time, but contribute and score. You take Lonnie out if he takes a shot. If he's playing well, that is what makes him indecisive. People complain about Lonnie not being consistent. But he's not. That's the thing. He's not consistent. And I don't know if it's his fault, Pop's fault, or combination. What's going on, Evan? It doesn't change what is. He's inconsistent. We can make defenses all we want. He's very up and down. I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for every guy on this team to succeed. Because if every guy succeeds, we're winning. All right, it's your boy Rico. The game! Boop! Boop! All right. Kamar credited Pop for making him a complete player. Yes, he did. And I like seeing that. Joaquin. Well, it's halftime, Dexter. So there's no time right now. That's a big 1 point by Primo. Trey Jones is out tonight. Can you name all the retired players on the Raptors? Gosh, George Gervin's up there. David Robinson. I think Sean Elliott's up there, right? Obviously, Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili. I don't know the old Spurs from. Is Robertson up there? Uh, did I say George Gervin? I've never been to the AT&T Center, so I don't know who's up in the Raptors off the top of my head, and I can't cheat and watch the game and look because they're in OKC. We'll give you $100 for hitting the like button. No, he won't, because I would be broke. Is Bone up there? Yo, just got here. Jax Cordy, Jay Rich hit a three. Is Matt Bonner up there too? What? Patty will be in the out. I forgot about Avery Johnson. I gotta look up the Spurs retired numbers because I honestly don't remember off the top of my head. And I haven't looked up that stat, if you will, in a long time. 10. Alrighty. Johnny Moore. I knew I was going to forget somebody from the past. Gosh darn it. All right. Johnny Moore, Avery Johnson, Bruce Bowen, James Silas. I was going to say James Silas. Shoot. Manu Ginobili, Tim Duncan, Sean Elliott, George Gervin, David Robinson. All right. So I got the obvious ones. Um, Dang it. James Silas is in my head to say that. Number 13. Did say Bowen. Forgot about Avery. And I totally forgot about Johnny Moore. Oh well. Next time somebody asks me, maybe I'll be able to name most of them. I struggle with Spurs from the 70s and 80s because I wasn't watching basketball. Rich Brew makes me the what? Bruce Bowen gave LaMarcus his blessing. Yes, he did. Chat's going a little fast here. Robinson, Bowen, oh, Kirk Chu's got it, and some other old guys. True, Lonnie, he isn't consistent. He has the tools to be a really good player. He does. To fix Lonnie's problem on the offensive, he needs to take the mid-range shots and attack the rim instead of take. He's a decent three-point shooter. I have an Avery Johnson jersey behind me. Are you sure about that? Are you positive that's Avery Johnson behind me? No, look at the styling of the jersey. Spurs should even make his and the number. You sure that's Avery Johnson? That looks pretty modern to me. I'm just messing with you. That's Kelvin Johnson. But I could see if you don't know Avery's number, then you could assume like that dum dum has an Avery Johnson on his wall. He doesn't even know it. Flatten out my Johnson. There we go. What's up, Cesar Gomez? Can I have your mustache? No, it doesn't work like that. Wow, somebody was just shaking their booty in the camera. What kind of halftime show is going on here in OKC? Let me rewind this a little bit. I just happened to look up and there's like a butt in the camera. Okay, now you said next time when someone asks you to name them, so I'm gonna ask one of the names of their. Great, Yasirski. Think Penn. Yeah, it'll be retired at some point. That number 8 will be in the Raptors. It's gotta be for all the seasons he's spent with us. Who made Johnson a slang for you know what? Who? I don't know. Was it Benjamin Franklin? No, probably not. Oh, they're all getting down. Like the band's like doing a little dance. They're like really. What's going on here in Oklahoma? Some girl in gold. Yeah, really. Okay. The cameraman got caught there staring at her butt. That's funny. Oh, bro. Potato chip. Kawhi's not up there. Man, the Silver Dancers, those used to be my backdrop back in the day when I first started and I had a green screen behind me. And I got to say, Spurs fans, I'm so happy not to have this green screen up on the wall here. It was actually a green tablecloth, but not having that here and just having, all I have to do is take this down, which is on a, um, oh gosh, I can't think of the name of it. Put them in the wall. They have metal pointy things and you hang stuff on them. They used to hold a thumbtack. Good grief. I have a thumbtack holding up this, a thumbtack holding up that. Just take it off. This is a Spurs towel just laying down. So it's an easy setup to take down so my house looks normal. I do have a green screen in one of my comic book rooms now. I bought a like 10 by 6 foot green screen for music videos for the music channel, but that's off. It's not in the way. It's on a wall that was just had nothing on it. So yeah, there you go. Weird 800s, 1800s. If Kawhi, I don't think Kawhi's coming back. No way. Rich, saw your short about Simmons going to the Nets. I'll make a call now. With when Mills mentoring Simmons, he'll be a superstar. Superstar. I think the Nets will win before Harden does. Harden's turning into a locker room headache cancer, if you will. It sucks. It is what it is, though. DJ on pace to get his jersey retired, even with Dejounte. He's got to play 5 more years at this level and have some kind of success in the playoffs. I don't think he can have zero success. I hope that's not the case. I hope DeJounte isn't playing until he's 30 with San Antonio and has no playoff success because that would suck for him, but us as fans as well. Don't get a green screen, man. Keep it like it. Oh, no. Yeah, no green screen here anymore. I'm done with that. The green screens for music videos. For any of you that watched the music video I put up this week under TSR Music, I was out in front of some mountains and acting very juvenile, to say the least. Acting juvenile and sexual and stupid while some of the most heaviest, ridiculous music I've ever done in my life is playing behind me. Classic Rich. I always hear when yeah, Jesse, that was at the start of the channel. A lot of people were doing the green screen, Bad Dog, Entertainer, Sir Cardinal, TV, Sir from the Six, and I wanted to kind of be like one of the gang, but then I was like, I just want to do my own thing. I tend to be just kind of not try not to follow the pack as much, I guess, and that's not a knock to any of those channels, but it's like, just because other people are doing things their way on their YouTube channel doesn't mean that I'm going to do it that way. And I was like, I've tried something different with Spurs news now. Before I would sit here and just be sitting in front of a Spurs backdrop on green screen with maybe a picture behind me. But now I'm doing where I'm in the corner, this corner here, and I have the news article up with me. So you can kind of look along and read along. And I feel like that's much better than just, the way I had it before. Until Harden wants that. Yeah, exactly. The Spurs can get Bronny James. My channel would grow. I mean, to be transparent with you guys, while I don't want LeBron in San Antonio, my channel would grow significantly. It's the way it is. He's got a huge fan base around the world, and we would see the live streams literally quadruple, maybe more than quadruple from where they are now, just because of him. I mean, I would root for him. I don't want him, but I would root for him if he came to San Antonio. Angel, I'm probably gonna do a video on that. I'm sorry, Ro. You know me. Yes, I worked out twice today, by the way. I'm going to do a video on probably the Spurs and free agency. The Spurs don't play for 8 days. I have a 4-day weekend in the midst of that 8 days. So it'll give me time to do some Giants videos and Spurs videos. Probably going to focus on free agency and the draft stuff that's coming up. I bet if the Spurs, be honest, I bet you if Spurs, what, Arnold? Oh, more big name players. I got you. What's up, Warman? Thank you for stopping in. Becky's looking at the score. She likes it. I think he's going to go back to Cleveland. That's my guess too. LOL. I think he's going to go back and play for the team that he started with, won the biggest championship probably of his career. Isn't in Cleveland? That's when he won the Cavs beat the 73-9 Warriors, correct? So the most improbable championship of his career, bringing it to a town that hadn't won one, I believe, ever in the NBA. So I can see him wanting to finish his career in Cleveland. It just makes sense. Ron would have more rings if he was more tough. Ooh, ouch. Did you find out what happened with the audio? Zach, I don't know what happened. I have no idea. The microphone, I'm using my laptop mic. The My webcam has done that on occasion. It's when I get too loud, it literally blows out the mic. And maybe I got loud at one point and it just went. There you go, Carl. I like that. The Spurs don't buy all-stars, they build one. Are you planning a video for Coach Pop's record win? I mean, I'll be live for it. So I mean, that would be I'll be live for it. I believe that's the only sports title in Cleveland. Is it? The Browns don't have one. The Indians, sorry, whatever Cleveland's name is now, I don't even know. The team formerly known as the Cleveland Indians, they never didn't they win one like way back? Way back? I they didn't get one recently. My MLB history's terrible. LeBron picked LA to retire. Yeah, I did hear he does plan on retiring to LA in LA. So I mean, or living in LA in retirement. So I don't know if he would. Who knows what he's gonna do? Did he, Diana? Okay. He doesn't have anything to prove. Although he's obviously trying to win a title with all the players that the Lakers keep signing and draft picks they keep giving up. And by the way, it's BS. I got to call BS. I saw a rule in the NBA said that teams can't go 2 years in a row without a draft pick. So you could just trade all your picks away and still get a draft pick every other year. There's no penalty for that. That doesn't make sense if I'm reading it right. How many basketball teams are in Texas? I believe it's three if we're talking NBA. The San Antonio Spurs, the Houston Rockets, and Dallas Mavericks. I don't think there's a fourth team that that I'm aware of. Guardians. The Cleveland Guardians? Uh, the Washington Commanders and the Cleveland Guardians. Terrible. Terrible, terrible. Yeah, I didn't know if it was a trick question, like you were including the Austin Spurs and maybe some other G League teams I'm not familiar with. Austin, never say never, man. Never say never. Dallas and Houston don't count. Ouch. I think the Spurs fans, from what I can tell, just looking at the chat, are really divided on Lonnie Walker and what should happen with him going next. Based on his statistics this year, just he's been going to the hoop more. It could be a thing too. Maybe the Spurs aren't using him right. Derek seems to be doing well in Boston. DeMar is killing it in Chicago. Now, granted, he has Zach LaVine as his running mate, but still, DeMar has just been a monster in Chicago, especially like the last 5 or 6 games. Third quarter has started. Spurs up 73-58, and a quick dunk in the paint by Darius Baisley to get the Thunder up and going. Pass from Giddy. That might have been an alley-oop. I'm not sure. Vassell step back too. Good. Ooh, nice job, Devin. Stats? I did the stats already, Cruz. I'm sorry. I already went over the stats. I'll go over the final game stats at the end of the fourth quarter. It is OKC ball. Baisley passes it out. 3-point attempt. Aaron Wiggins for three. 75-63. Spurs ball. DeJounte pull-up jumper from the free throw line. Too much. No good. Baisley with the rebound. And they try to go fast break down the other end. Broken up by Devin Vassell. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with OKC. 11 minutes to go. Garbage time Romeo? I don't know about that. Does it scare you that players do really well when they leave the Spurs? A little bit. If we see Derek White absolutely destroy it in Boston, and Thaddeus Young rip it up with the Raptors, yeah, that's gonna make me scratch my head and get a little concerned. Giddy's wide open for three, takes the three and misses the three. Ball will be knocked out of bounds. It'll be Spurs ball. No Boogie. I don't want a Boogie. Injury prone. His best years are behind him, unfortunately. No Boogie. Wings of Wong. Lonnie has a higher ceiling than Doug McDermott. Speaking of Doug, baseline three. Well, you heard us talking about him, Spurs fans. Back to 15 points. Tim Duncan was way too flashy on a total hot dog. Alan Slade is around, just not on the stream right now. I like to mix it up and have somebody different with me every night. Trey Man running around, passes it out. Wiggins in the paint. Turnaround jumper, no good. Wiggins gets his own miss. Classic Spurs giving up second chance opportunities. Baisley spins around in the paint, loses the ball out of bounds. It'll be Spurs ball. I don't think Murray's going for 40 tonight. Thaddeus Young, 4 points, 3 boards. Yay. Keldon with the ball right now for San Antonio. Spins around in the paint and gets rejected as he takes the shot. And he tries to get the ball back, knocks it out of bounds, and it'll be OKC ball. Nice defense by the Thunder. Spurs up by 15. What? Isaiah Roby was just in the paint, unguarded, takes it into the paint, goes for a dunk, and then throws it over the rim and out of bounds. Wow. McDermott for 3. No good. And Roby with the rebound. Roby just blows a wide open dunk. I'm not sure what just happened there. He was going up for one hand, then looked like he was going to change his mind and go for 2 hands. And as he was transitioning to a 2-hand dunk, he threw the ball out of bounds. Baseline 3 is good for Trey Mann. 12-point game. 9:11 to go. Spurs have a chance for the play-in. And yes, Arnold, we did get very lucky. I remember Robinson being out the whole season. Another turnover for San Antonio. OKC on the run. Giddey in the paint. We'll pass it out. Wiggins for 3. No good. Giddey with the offensive putback. No good. Vassell with the rebound. Can the Spurs get some rebound in here? Somebody a sense of urgency on the boards? Jakob one-on-one with Roby into the paint. Jump hook. Air ball. Spurs struggling this third quarter. Looking very up and downy. Giddey with the ball into the paint. Runner. Good. And a timeout by Pop. 10-point game. Actually, good point. 87 and 97 Spurs. Both number 1 overall pick. That's right. David Robinson and then Tim Duncan. Robinson did not play right away, though. He sat out for 2 years as he had a Naval Academy commitment that he fulfilled. What's up, Glaze and Bacon? I forgot we had a game. All good. I don't think Romeo's coming in. Don, what's going on? Spurs are the usual. Consistently inconsistent. Looked like it was getting it to be a blowout. They just let OKC back in the game, and Thunder down by 10 with a pop timeout. Pick and roll with Murray. Yeah, I mean, Jakob's really good with the pick and roll. Fortunately, he's not a threat to shoot at all, although he is 1 for 1 on 3-pointers, so he is technically our best 3-point shooter. Too many tonight, maybe. What? Kohler Jester, we are letting OKC back in it. I cannot look at the scoreboard as long as and that'll hurt your neck. That's just not good for your neck. Raptors 7 seed. Oh boy. So, LOL, if the Raptors get kicked out of the playoffs, then the first round pick defers to next year and becomes a protected 1 through 13. Spurs fans, you want the Toronto Raptors to make the playoffs. If they don't make the playoffs, we lose the pick. That consistently consistent has been the term for the Spurs the last few years. The players, the team, it's very frustrating at times to be a Spurs fan. We love the team, but man, just so many of our guys, 20 points one night, 3 points the next night, and it's not just Lonnie. We pick on, or not pick on Lonnie. We talk about Lonnie, but Kellen's been inconsistent. Devin's been a little up and down. DeJounte and Jakob have been fairly solid throughout the whole season, but most of the roster has been up and down. Jakob is 60% from 3-point line. He has the best in NBA history. He's 2 of 3, right? Jakob Pertl, 3-point specialist. Spurs in the 12th place. Yes, they can make the play-in. We're not finishing top 8. I don't see that happening any way, shape, or form. The Raptors traded their first-round pick for Thaddeus Young and Drew Eubanks and Goran Dragic, and we sent it, I believe, a second-round pick that we got from somebody from somewhere. So it's protected. That means that it's a protected 1 through 14. So if the Raptors don't make the playoffs and finish as one of the worst 14 teams in the NBA, the Spurs do not get the draft pick. That's what protected means. The Celtics sent us a protected 1 through 4, I believe. So that means the Celtics would have to finish as one of the 4 worst teams in the NBA, and then we don't get the pick. That should not happen unless they have an epic collapse and the whole team gets injured. Spurs ball. Up by 10. DeJounte out in 3-point land. Pick and roll with Jakob Pertl. No pick, no roll. Gets it over to Doug McDermott. McDermott drives in the paint, throws up the high layup. No good. Jakob with the offensive putback. That is good. Jakob with a double-double, I believe. We did buy out Dragic, I believe, for $5 million. I didn't do a video on it because I've talked about him getting bought out so many times. I'm like, it seems like it'd be redundant. And I don't want to put up redundant videos on, if I've already addressed the subject multiple times on this channel. That's a foul on the Spurs, and we have 2 free throws for Roby coming up. Exactly, Bacon. We don't lose anything, we just don't get anything. Drew looked depressed on his girl. Oh, did he? Drew Eubanks? Drew's playing time was pretty much down to nothing, though. I wish him well. Wolves up on the Wolves are beating the Raptors. Yep. Garbage time Q. He's with Golden State Warriors, I think. 2 free throws. It's a 10-point game. He should be Big Sean, but he's not. I ate green blaze for breakfast. All right, now I'm very hungry. Murray pick and roll with Jakob into the paint. The high layup is good. By high layup, I mean he throws it high off the glass and then in. I did too, Don. He was a fun player to watch. It is what it is. He's gone. Wish him well. Spurs up by 12, 82-70, 7:30 to go. And a block, but a foul on Isaiah Roby. Roby going to the line for 2. That's true. Drew did get a lot of chances. Drew may never play again. Bring back Seattle Supersonics. I ate Green Berets. It's a quote from a movie. The voice should have given away who the actor was, but if you don't get it, you don't get it. Drew, I always said this about Drew Eubanks. The heart exceeded the talent. The effort was there. It's just the talent was not there. But you know what? I'll take that over Knucklehead that has talent and is just disruptive to the team every night. Second free throw's no good. Spurs ball. DeJounte gets it to Yak in the paint. Jakob almost loses the ball. Does lose the ball. And it's Thunder ball. And the Thunder are not shooting well from the line tonight. Only 7 of 13. Yeah. IQ's good too. Drew had small hands. The baby hands? I could palm a basketball. I'm only 6'4". And palm Becky's head. And now a bunch of putbacks in the paint, and the Thunder cannot convert on any of them with 7 minutes to go. Spurs up 82-70 as Kellen Johnson comes out of the game. I don't know if he's in foul trouble. 7 minutes to go, and he's already out. Lonnie Walker's checked in for San Antonio. And so is Joshua Primo. Primo out to DeJounte. DeJounte goes baseline, runs right back out, and runs right back in. Gets it to Primo. Primo out to Doug. Doug back to Primo, wide open for 3. And no good. DeJounte with the offensive board. And the Spurs offense will reset with 10 on the shot clock, up by 12. Murray out to Lonnie Walker for 3, and that 3 is no good as well. A couple missed shots for San Antonio. Josh Giddey with the ball for OKC, 6.5 minutes to go. Double team, nice behind the back pass to Roby for 3. And we got single digits, my friends. Pop with a timeout again. Triple single. Who's got a triple single? Lonnie still can't play team ball. I wouldn't say that. Cansberto 565. Go Spurs go. Spurs are up by 9 as OKC is chopping, 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 at the lead. I was wondering if anybody was going to say that my videos broke. Anyway. Maybe not. Play-ins, here we come. We got to win some games, though. We got to start off winning this game tonight. The Thunder are one of the bottom teams in the Western Conference, second to last. We're not much further, fourth from last. Is he glitching? There it is. That's what I was hoping to see. I was hoping you guys would think that was a glitch. Somebody I was hoping. I don't know how consistent I was with my chopping. It's a lot of chopping. It's actually wearing my voice out, all that chopping. I like to do stuff a little different. The triple burger from Whataburger. I don't know if I get those commercials. Well, no, I'm watching NBA Team Pass. I'll get whatever the local's getting. First overall pick, here we come. If Spurs lose, I scrub the floors. Brian, I hope you're not scrubbing floors tomorrow. After about 10 chops, I suspected something wasn't right. I do use the thinky face a lot too myself. Man, I'm hungry. I don't like being hungry at 9:30 at night. So not healthy. HEB. I still haven't watched the Spurs HEB commercials. I keep forgetting to do that. Dang it. I gotta watch one of those. OKC trying to the Spurs from OKC not trying super. They're doing they're playing pretty well. Thug funny. Just realized is in the chat. 82-73, 6:20 to go. A glitch sensei. Glitch karate kid. Jesse, I'm the same way. That's why I like doing these. People are like, I don't get why you enjoy doing that. I'm like, I live in Connecticut. The Spurs fans there's not a lot of Spurs fans around here. I know one. And that's it. So you guys are my Spurs connection. It is Spurs ball, by the way. You're up by 9 as the Thunder slowly chopping into the Spurs lead. McDermott for 3. But he'll chop back with a 3. Dougie, McBuckets. Kyle Kuzma 24 and 6 threes. Wow. A lot of people are saying the Blazers look better without McCollum. That's hard to believe, but it is what it is. Thunderball, man into the paint, throws it up and in. Easy to recognize Trey Mann because he got that blonde highlight and he just sticks out in the crowd. Jonte Marine trying to get it to Yak in the post. Yak getting muscled around, gets it back to Doug McDermott. McDermott's going to drive in the paint, throws up the layup. It is no good. Thunder on the run, but I'm always on the run. Hey! Baisley brings it up. You drop it off, go around the world. Man crosses over Doug McDermott. Behind the back pass. Roby, fake 3, pulls it down, passes back out. And this 3-point attempt is no good by Wiggins, but the putback by Roby's no good. The second putback is good. I think they call it goaltending, but it went in anyway. If you could pick a fake name, what would you choose? TSR Sports, I guess. Demon Gar, what's up? Go Spurs, go. That was it 20 choppins? Nanimio 94? Did I do 20 of them? Good grief, that's a lot of chopping. Lonnie drives the paint out to Primo. Primo back to Lonnie. Lonnie step back 3. No good. Fight for the board, and it's going to land in the hands of DeJounte Murray. Murray out to Lonnie Walker. Walker pull-up jumper. No good. I'd like him take it to the hole. Giddey going coast to coast. Layup is no good. Primo with the rebound. 4.5 minutes to go up to DeJounte. Murray drives to the hoop. Almost stepped out of bounds. Out to Lonnie Walker. Walker to Jakob. Jakob in the paint. Turnaround Jay. Good. Okay, still deserves no respect for taking. Yeah, I know some people don't like all the losing they've done. I know. Jakob would double. I just heard on the TV. Drives to the paint. My man no good. Ball knocked out of play. It's going to stay with the Thunder. 87-77 with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. How many charges will Spurs out per game after Derek trade? Taylor? Very little. Derek White was one of the best in the business at taking charges. Nobody on this team has that ability right now that I've seen. Not even close. Zach Collins checks in. Inbound pass to Roby. 3-pointer, no good. Spurs ball. Primo will bring it up for San Antonio. Drops it off to DeJounte. DeJounte open for straight on 3. Back rim, no good. Giddey with the rebound. I don't feel like the Spurs have scored a lot in this quarter at all. And turnaround jumper by Roby is good. 3:38 and another timeout. Man, Pop's not going to have any timeouts in the fourth quarter at this rate. My MLB The Show player's name. Yeah, I'm not reading that name. I see what you did there. Unpopular opinion: Spurs greater than Lakers. I mean, I would love the Spurs to make the 10th seed and the Lakers make the 7th, and we play them in the one-game playoff and knock them out. I don't know. I know people don't want that. They want the Spurs to play as bad as possible to get the high. Some people, not everybody, but some people want them to, guarantee a top 5 pick. I'll never root for tanking. I just don't have it in me. I just never want to give up on a season and just I don't want to have that loser mentality. Like it just like I want to lose. Like no, I don't want to lose at anything in life. Oh, that's just me. 21-4. The Spurs only have 14 points this quarter. DeJounte with 16 tonight. Kelvin 15. Lonnie 14. Devin 13. Jakob 12. Doug 13. That is a balanced attack. What's up, Richard? Victoria. Veronica, thank you for stopping in. I absolutely loathe tanking. Same. Cameron, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. And it will be Spurs ball up by 8. I imagine your job. They tell you, look, tank for the next 4 months on your job. By the way, though, there's a chance that because of you're playing bad and your job is losing money, you might lose your job at the end because that's what could happen. A team that's tanking means certain players are playing for their career. They don't want to go out there and play like garbage. Well, they shouldn't. Drive to the hoop. Shot is no good. Mountain fouled and going to the life too. Theo Mountain didn't have a career game against us because, Theo Mountain. We have a higher chance of getting the number 1 pick this year compared to last year. So far, Cruz, yes. Last 2 years, because the Spurs finished, I believe, the 12th worst team last season and the 11th before that. And right now, we're top 10 worst team. I think we're top 8. 7-point game. Mountain's first free throw was good. Rose City King, good evening. Yeah, people forget that, Meow Meow. David Robinson played exactly 6 games that year. He had injured his back, and then when he came back from carrying the Spurs for so many years, came back, broke his foot, done for the season. Now maybe he could have came back at the end and played 5 or 10 games. I don't know. What would be the point at that time? The Spurs were out of the playoffs and had no chance. He's dealt with 2 injuries that caused him to miss a ton of time. I would have sat him out too and be like, you know what? You're not coming back for 5 games. For what? It is not, Veronica. Worst Spurs first round pick of all time? You got to think about that. Richardson for 3. Total Brick City. 2:55 to go. And they tried to go fast break down the other one to Krejci. Overthrew him. That's a turnover for OKC. Luka popped in my head, the Kerm. Samanic, 19th overall pick, the same year Keldon was drafted, 2019. Popped in my head as one of our worst first round picks. He did. We have a foul on OKC. Cameron, probably as long as he wants to. Will you do a Kobe Spurs compilation next? A Kobe Spurs compilation? Kobe Bryant? Probably not. I don't see how that would be. Am I missing something? Is there something happening next week? Kellen is the paint layup and gets called for the charge. Kellen doesn't like the call doing this. I'd have to take a look at the replay. Kicking the leg out. Kicked his leg out. There's John Blair. And he put his forearm out too. Yeah, Kelvin, he can't do that. What's up, Christian? Luka did see you at the court. I'd have to look through I'd have to look through their draft history. I can't remember everybody off the top of my head. Who do you think knows the opposing team's players' names more now? Us, of the Thunder or Thunder fans of Spurs? Because I have no idea who these players are. I don't either. This would be a good one to lose. That this what? No, I never pull for Kellen pulled a Draymond Green. Nice, Jose. Don't want that reputation. Gene Charles. I don't remember who that is. Does any of the top three picks this year? Not where we're picking right now, Cruz. If we picked like 8th, 17th, and 20th or whatever, probably not. Kellen Johnson gave the people's elbow. You can't give the people's elbow though when you're going for a shot. You can't. You can't do that. 2.5 minutes ago, Spurs up by only 6 as this third quarter has been rough. Like your mother likes it, eh, Trebek? Anyway. Oh my gosh. Nice move, but no finish by Theo Malin as he faked out the Spurs D, got in the paint, but couldn't convert the layup. Kelvin down the other end, loses that ball, and that's a turnover. Man, this third quarter's been horrible for San Antonio. And Kelvin now pokes the ball out, and the Spurs get a turnover and on the run. KBD, Euro stepping in the paint, no good. And we have another whistle. Jeez. We want Chet. We'll need a top 3 pick for Chet. All the tanking teams have a chance to win today. Okay, say a worse record than us. Good game for us to lose at the buzzer. Do you want us to lose, Joshua? Yes, Don, that was Celebrity Jeopardy. Well, I'll take famous chitties for 200. Titles. That's famous titles. Not a fan of the ladies, are you, Trebek? 2 free throws are good. KBD. Spurs are in the bonus for the last minute 50. Up by only 8. They were up by double digits, but the Thunder, to their credit, have fought all night. And it is Thunder ball right now. Krejci out to Baisley. Baisley. Drop it off to Pukazevsky. I'm butchering all these names tonight. Takes a jumper with the shot clock expiring, and it's Spurs ball and a Zach Collins rebound. A minute and a half to go. See if we get back to double digits for this last quarter. Josh Richardson, Jay Rich has checked in, so we do have a Jay Rich sighting again. Kelvin thinks about a 3, pulls it down, crossover dribble into the paint. Off the glass, no good. A little hero ball there, Kelvin. Don't like that shot because it was forced. The Thunder have 0 field goals in the last 4 minutes. Roby in the paint misses a shot. So when's the last time we've had a field goal then? KPD bounce passes that Collins. Collins out to Kelvin. Kelvin takes the 3. No good. Wow, Kellen Johnson is hit the wall. Hit a cold streak. You talking about the Austin Spurs, man? 40 seconds to go. Pukazevsky out in 3-point land with the ball. Drives. Throws across court. Pull up 3. Is no good. Wow, both teams are really struggling. Theo Malin misses the 3. 25 seconds to go. What a rough quarter this has been to watch. This struggle is real in the third quarter is right. Hey, Jedi, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. 15 seconds to go. Lonnie Walker drives, pulls up at the free throw line. In and out, burger. OKC can hold for the last shot. And a foul on Kelvin. Not what your mother said last night. Not what your mother said last night. Yeah, Cruz, I like that. No, those are some of the funner, more modern SNL, if you will. Josh Richardson, he hit a 3. I think that's it. Suck it, Trebek. We are struggling against the Thunder, Jedi. We are. Gilliam, go Spurs, go. Thank you for stopping in. 2 seconds to go. 1 second. Pull up 3 from man is a brick, and the Spurs will take only an 8-point lead into the fourth quarter. And the reason I say only 8 is, my goodness, the fourth quarter has not been kind to us in many a game this year. Somebody for San Antonio needs to step up and give it everything you got tonight. You're off for the next 8 days. I think I just heard 9 to 28 from something from some kind of stat. I don't know if it's from 3-point land or what they shot in the third quarter. That was an ugly third quarter. Suck it. Wow. Play Arc. I bet you give it up free on Play Arc. Is that the dinosaur game? I think I have played it. I like to take a look and see how what the scoring was in that quarter. That was not the quarter we are looking for, Spurs fans. Thunder fans, this game is far from over. The Spurs, unfortunately, this year has Spurs got outscored 23 to 16. So the Spurs had 73 first half points and put up a whole 16 in the third quarter. Got outscored by 7. This game is not over. The Spurs are notorious for blowing games in the fourth this season. I hate to say that. It's just a fact, Jack. We struggle in the fourth quarter. Dude, I get Washington's birthday off and paid Monday. Me too, Ben. And I took Tuesday off. 4-day weekend coming up. Can you CGI the game clock onto your screen? This game clock, a live game clock, I would have to do manually, and I stopped doing that because I really want to focus watching the game and not running a game clock. Uh, the game clock on ESPN is always out of sync with me, so I don't like putting that one up because I'm streaming this on my Roku. So I used to have a game clock up, but I'm constantly out of sync with the game and hitting the space bar, stop, go, stop, go. I'm like, I just want to focus on the game, talking to the people in the chat, and the scoreboard is a major, or the game clock is a major distraction. I have watched Stanley Cruise with Tom Hanks. I have. That is a funny one. Romeo Langford, DeMonte Kaycock, and KBD will carry us to the win. Well, 2 out of those 3 players haven't played. All right, Dylan, I'll show the game. A lot of game requests tonight. The game! Boop! Boop! No, they're not saying without Norm. What's up, Lobster Winch channel member? Thank you for being here. And being a channel member and a supporter, thank you very much. After the season cruise, when the Spurs season is up, whenever that is in April or May if we get lucky, or June if a miracle happens, she'll go over to Vegas at that point. But she is with us till the end of the season. And a quick foul to start off the fourth quarter, excuse me. Number 11, fouls number 11, Theo Mellon, and fouls Josh Primo. Yes, boop, boop. That's the sound it makes when you crotch your chop. In Arkansas, the game is blacked out when you really, Rose? Yeah. Oh, good. And now a turnover by the Spurs. A 5-second violation? They couldn't get the ball in? And Giddy with a reverse layup as he gets loose in the paint. That's a 6-point game. Too close to OKC. All right. I didn't realize you were that close. Well, obviously, I wouldn't know that unless you told me. Spurs ball. Devin Vassell in the paint. Out to Lonnie Walker. Walker back to Devin. Back to Lonnie. Lonnie baseline 3. There we go. Current ladder odds at 7 has Spurs 30% of the top 4. Oh, thank you for dropping that meow meow. 4.5% for first. They lose it. We're 7th right now. New additional player, Edwin. Haven't seen him enough. Really what the Spurs are getting for Derek White's a draft pick, and we won't see that player. Who the heck knows when we'll see him? Could go right to the G League. Devin, pull-up jumper, no good. By the way, I want to throw it out there again just for you guys. I'm not doing a recap tomorrow. The Spurs week ends today. They're off for 8 days. 1, I have to work tomorrow, but number 2, it's only a 2-game week. They play next Friday and Saturday. That's a 2-game week as well. So when those 4 games are done, I'm just going to do a combined recap for those 4 games. Foul on Devin Vassell on the other end of the floor. Giddy gets fouled. I looked like that was clean. That should be a jump ball. That was all ball. Oh, well. Mallon, after the inbound pass, blaze it up by the rim, and that's a 7-point game. After the first round, Pistons beat Celtics 9-game winning streak over. Primo pull-up jumper, no good. Ball's going to go out of bounds and stay with San Antonio. Welcome, Dylan. Lonnie just hit a three and he pulled him out of the game. You are correct. That's a factual statement. I think Joshua Primo's now coming out, which DeJounte coming in. Can you do it for 12 quarters instead of 4 games? So that would be 3 games. I'm not doing a recap tomorrow. I have to work. There's no way. I work at and a foul on the Spurs before they can inbound the ball. What are we doing? What are we doing here? So yeah, I can't do a recap tomorrow. I'm not getting up at 6 a.m. to do a recap. Sorry, not happening. Giddy with the ball, feeling pretty giddy, and he throws it out of bounds. First ball. Well, good luck, Dylan. Dylan, you son of a 92-85, 10 minutes to go. Spurs ball. DeJounte pick and roll with Zach Collins. Back to Zach for three. And it hits the rim a couple times. It finally rolls off. Malden drives to the paint, stops, pops, and bounces around. And that does not go in. Wow, these rim jobs are not kind to either team. Malden with the ball again in the paint. Will dish it. Ball ends up in the hands of DeJounte Murray. Spurs on the run. Kellner with the layup and one. There we go. I got you on the laptop, the game on TV, and Wednesday mass on my phone. Nice. Ben, 6 a.m. Oh, you're leaving out the fourth quarters of each game. I see what you did there. Yeah, 6 a.m. recap is miserable. I do not want to do that. I'll look tired. I'll probably bet now. Which of the new Spurs players have played so far? Just Jay Rich, Josh Richardson. Keldon with 17 points, 6 boards and 2 steals, 7 to 12 from the field. Free throw is bounces around and goes in. Spurs back up by 10. Now I'm fine with this, the Thunder keep dropping this, chopping away the lead to about 8. As long as we can keep pushing it back to 10 or 12, I'm good. Giddy. Working on Doug McDermott. Gets by on layup. Good. 95-87. No SGA. Robert, he's out tonight. The Pussycats, I think Keldon might be our leading scorer. It's been a actually Lonnie. Lonnie might be the leading scorer. It's been a good, well-balanced attack tonight for San Antonio. Giddy, 1 rebound short of a triple-double. He's got 13, 9, and 10. Jakob Poeltl spins around and gets fouled. Jacques Landale, yeah, he's probably not. Landale's in the doghouse. And Jakob Poeltl's going to the line for 2. Not what we want. Oh, Kellen's the leading scorer with 18. All right, Robert. Okay. I wasn't sure if he was leading the team. Nets tied it. They were getting killed, weren't they? And Jakob is not getting free throws. Never mind. Yeah, Zach Collins is taking the spot away from Jacques Landale. For now. Who knows? McDermott drives, throws up the high layup. Good. We could see a change if Zach Collins plays bad for a few games. Maybe they go back to Jacques Landale. I don't know what the Spurs are doing with their big guys. Giddy. Out to Maladon. Wiggins now at the ball. And back to Giddy. Giddy layup. Good. Favorite celebrity on Jeopardy? Our favorite celebrity Jeopardy person? No, Butterfly. This is what the part of being a Spurs fan. And Jakob Poeltl with a little jumper in the paint. Good. Timeout. Oklahoma City Thunder. 8:12 to go. 99-89. Favorite celebrity Jeopardy player on Saturday Night Live? Probably Sean Connery. Turd Ferguson's number 2. With Sean Connery number 1. OKC has 19 first-round picks in next. What? Taylor? Derek White's first game as a starter, and he started tonight. That sucks. Alex, a good rotation, but not a steady rotation. So D. White got his first start tonight for the Celtics, and they lost. Shut the front door. Boston. They lost 112 to 111 to Detroit. How did D White play? Let's take a look. Derek White started at point guard, went 3 of 10 from the field, 1 of 6 from beyond the arc, 2 of 4 from the line, 6 boards, 6 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks, 2 turnovers, 9 points. That sounds very Spursy. Doing everything on defense and struggling from the field. Sorry, that was Derek White. 3 of 10 from the field. It's just and 2 of 4 from free throws though. That's very rare for him to miss 2 like that. Usually he's shooting 87% when he was with San Antonio. The 3 steals and 2 blocks are terrific, but the 3 of 10 and 1 of 6 from beyond the arc. Celtics went with an 8-man rotation tonight. Wow, small rotation. Just saying, that's not a lot of guys. We're at a timeout right now, so I'm just yapping. Smart is hurt. Who has the worst record in the NBA? It's Detroit, isn't it? I think it's the Pistons, and the Rockets are 2. I'm not for sure off the top of my head. Lonnie just needs more minutes. KBD has played a little bit. Oh, the Magic have the worst. Oh, do they? I forgot about the Orlando Magic. Spurs have beaten the Magic twice. That's one team I'd like to see us play every week. Well, no, I wouldn't want to see us play them every week, but still, you get what I'm getting at. He is who we thought he was. They're who we thought they were, and we let him off the hook. What a great meltdown. Rest in peace. Oh, shoot. I want to say his name was Denny Johnson, or he passed away, right? The guy that was they are who we thought they were. The Cardinals coach, Denny Green. Was it Denny Green? Not Danny Green like the Spurs player, but Denny Green. Shoot, I can't remember his name. It was Green. Okay. The Knicks just choked a 13-point lead to the Nets in a span of 3 minutes. Wow. Noah, what's going on? Go Spurs, go! Oh, since you're throwing, I'll throw up my weak bicep. You ready? Go Spurs, go! Nothing there. In the paint and a missed layup by Aaron Wiggins. Spurs defense may have guarded that or contributed to that. Jay Rich with the ball right now. Tries to thread the needle to Jakob Poeltl. Ends up getting a kickball. Like 2 guys that I want for Magic are Jonathan Isaac and Mo Bamba. See, I was on the Sports Critic stream earlier. He said Mo Bamba sucks. I don't know. OKC first rounders, 2022-3. Wow. DeMar's been killing it. Demisel and to Kellen Johnson. Kellen in the post. Starts to drive. Spins around. Jumper is an air ball, but he was fouled. Probably going to the line for 2. Orphanage Builder, I'm glad you found the channel too. There's not a ton of us out there, and it's tough. I mean, you look at my channel. My channel is a San Antonio Spurs and New York Giants channel, and both teams not playing their best ball right now. And haven't been playing their best ball in some time. Stack 77, I don't think the Celtics got enough. Kellen's free throw is good. He's at the line for 2. Spurs break 100, 189, 7:32 to go. Jonathan hasn't played with the Magic since he got injured from the bubble. Oh. You want to know the biggest lead blown? Biggest lead? Oh gosh, I don't. I'd be happy for DeMar if he got an MVP. I don't hold anything against him. Kellen, both free throws good, and I think he has 20 now. Now I don't wish DeMar DeRozan any ill will. It didn't work out here. It is what it is. He left on good terms. It's not his fault the quiet trade happened. He didn't want to leave Toronto. That's a miss. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and it will stay with the Thunder. Stay with the Thunder. Asia, good evening, channel member. Thank you for stopping in. Hey to you too, babe. Appreciate you stopping in, saying hi. How are you? Or F you. I'm not saying F you. Hey, Spurs don't suck, just the Giants. 3 losing seasons in a row. That might qualify for suck. Wow, Allen misses right at the rim. Spurs ball. I'm playing TSR. Oh, okay, I got you. Stack 77. I think the Kawhi trade really derailed the team. I know we don't like talking about number 2 on this channel, but he was supposed to be the next franchise player for the next decade. Uh, and didn't work out like that. DeMar's a good player, but he's not. I mean, when Kawhi was here, Kawhi was a fantastic player. I think his injuries and just being a knucklehead. If I'm sorry, Jay Rich in the paint misses the shot. Jakob with the putback. Spurs back up by 14. Just, I think that trade just messed everything up. And DeRozan didn't quite fit with the team like we wanted him to, as we're seeing right now with what he's doing in Chicago. Giddy drives to the paint, gets the layup, 103-91. So it's just a bunch of little things. Spurs have most of their starters in, except for Doug McDermott, Jay Rich in the game near the. Is he going to close out the game? Keldon loses the ball, wants a foul, not going to get it. Ball will go back to OKC. The Spurs are in the bonus with 6:15 to go. Don definitely messed things up. Definitely threw the franchise off. I mean, when you have a franchise player, and say what you will about the guy, he was obviously a very good scorer, and with the Spurs, a two-time Defensive Player of the Year. Losing a two-way player like that really, especially when you're probably planning on him being here for a long time. Roby for three, no good. Is what it is. Lonnie drives on the other end, gets rejected from behind. Devin gets the ball back, and he does score on the jumper. LA, I don't want to say it was a problem. Just we had pieces that didn't quite all work well together. And we're gonna have an over and back by OKC. Another turnover for the Thunder. Hey, Carlos Jeter, ¿cómo está, mi hermano? Big Rich, appreciate your channel. For you not being a bandwagon fan, thanks for the constant content. It looks like you really enjoy doing this. Thank you. I do. I found a good happy spot for this channel. I struggled really on and off the first 2 years of the channel, 19 and 20, and then 21. Actually, the channel stopped for like 3 months and just was really didn't find a good groove. And I finally have a good rhythm. I'm not trying to do too much with this channel. I was trying to cover Jakob Poeltl with the putback and one after the Devin miss. 5:25 to go. Spurs get the lead up to 16. What was I saying? But I found a nice happy spot, I think, really in the last few months. Not overdoing what Spurs content. I don't like doing a video every day like I was doing last season. I just don't want to sit here and talk about nothing. So uh, Giants content is still 4 out of 5 videos do well, one video bombs. So finding a footing there, and that's it. It's pretty much a Spurs and Giants channel now. No, there's nothing wrong with that. Trey Mann with the ball. Before it was a Spurs, Giants, Yankees, and United States Women's National Team. I was like, that's too much. Pull up three is going to bounce around, and finally roll out for Theo Maledon. Spurs ball up by 16. Jay Rich with the ball. Jay Rich running around, gets to Jakob. Jakob with a very awkward runner, no good. It's going to go out of bounds, and it will be OKC ball. Do the Spurs have a franchise player in mind? I mean, DeJounte Murray. I don't know if he's that guy. I still think DeJounte's more of a Robin than a Batman. He's been playing phenomenal. But I would love to have a player on the team that can go for 25 to 30 on a regular basis, and we don't have that guy right now. And that pull-up three is good by Trey Mann. 13-point game. Thunder just kind of hanging around. Don't want to sit around and talk about that. Well, just you know what I mean. I don't want to. Last year, I forced content, is what I mean. And Jakob with the bucket in the paint, like I would just make up videos every day. Like I would just search for stuff to talk about, and I don't want to do that. Now that's how it was last year. It was just every day was a Spurs video, no matter what. That's another three for the Thunder. If the franchise got sold to Vegas, that would be the end of my Spurs fandom. I would not be a Las Vegas Spurs fan. I absolutely refuse. I wish them well and check the box score. Jante drives to the paint, layup off the glass is good. 3:45 to go. Spurs up by 14. Murray is Nightwing. I think he's Robin. But I'd like to have that. I mean, really like to have a stretch four that's a two-way player that could score 25 a night. And Theo Maledon is fouled. Vegas getting everything. Not getting our Spurs, though. Congratulations, Carlos. All this merch I have, this is San Antonio Spurs stuff. I don't want to be a Las Vegas Spurs fan. Do I miss Derek White? Stack 77. Honestly, I don't. I made peace with it. There's what it is. Mountain at the line for two and makes the first one, and now a timeout. Crazy how casually DJ puts up triple numbers now. Yeah, right? And the low amount of turnovers that he's been doing while he has some of those triple doubles is ridiculous. Like 15 to 1 assist to turnover ratio is ridiculous. Auction off the merch. I think the new Orleans Pelicans are moving to Vegas. Oh, wow. We had a stretch for, yeah, Burns. I'm looking for a stretch for like two-way defensive player of the year type player. Spurs move to Vegas. I'm going to be an Orlando Magic fan. Ouch. I have no idea what the stats are, Ernie. I'll look them up after the game. I agree, Cruz. Plus, didn't they just make a Spurs Entertainment? Didn't he just put like a half $1 billion fitness center in Austin? Yes, it was Aquavision. Yes, it was. Kellen Johnson at 58% from three so far. Wow. Jakob has 20 and 15, Phil. I had no idea. Why is Vegas being talked about so much? I don't think it's actually a thing. I don't think so. Boston needs to start losing. True. We need Toronto to win and Boston to lose. What's up, Joey? I smell a W too. Phillies, I agree. They're not going. Josh Giddey was in last I checked. You smell the Jakob's cooking, Alvin? If you smell what the yak is cooking. $450 million center. Thank you, Jose. LV needs an NBA team. Not our Spurs. They're just talking HTX. Don't read anything into it. Pop needs 4 wins, I think, going into this game. So I think after tonight's win, which I feel like we will, it'll be 3. A very quiet Kohler gesture. I didn't realize he had 20 and 15. Gregory, a little more focused, a little bit. Is Devontae Murray in? I think he had type that. DeJounte, last I checked, Jackson, he's in. 3:27 to go. The Spurs are up 111-98. Pop does need 4 more. So if the Spurs hold on to win, hopefully they do, it will be 3 more. So he will get it. The Yak and Jock connection is not panned out for us. They haven't played. I hope the Celtics get a 5th overall pick. That would be good. That would be good because then the Spurs would get the 5th overall pick from them. Jay Rich has played tonight. Josh Richardson just not a lot. Doesn't have a lot to show for it. Allen, there is 3:27 to go. We are closing in on 151 thumbs up, my friends. Can we get to 150? Would appreciate. I would love 200, but I know it's not a huge game. It's two bottom of the Western Conference teams. But 150 thumbs up would be great. That'll be the goal. Kelvin Johnson out in three-point land. 3:11 to go. Drives in the paint. Throws it up at the hoop. No good. And Thunder ball down by 12. This game is not over yet. I don't feel 100% safe. As Giddey throws the ball and it gets kicked out of bounds, it'll stay with the Thunder. Brian, I don't know if he's near a triple-double. I honestly have no idea. I don't know anybody's stats right now. Thunder ball, Giddey. Pick and roll. Gets it into Roby. No, they'll reset the offense. Trey man baseline. Back out to Roby. Roby in the paint. 2 big steps. Throws it up high. No good. Devin Vassell with the rebound. 2:40 to go. Spurs up 111-99. Jonte with a crossover door. Drives to the hoop. Throws up the layup. And it is short. No good. 2.5 minutes to go. Man out to Giddey. Giddey thinks about it. 3 pulls it down. Back to man. Man crossover, pull up 3. Good. Oh boy. 111-102. 2:11 to go. Tyrese Halliburton with 21 points and 14 assists for the Pacers. I can't believe the Kings traded Tyrese Halliburton. That one surprised me. Jonte with a pick and roll. Over to Devin Vassell. Vassell whips across court. Lonnie Walker for three. No good. Yaka with the volleyball swat out to Lonnie. And the Spurs have the ball, and DeJounte loses the handle on the dribble, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Spurs ball with 7 on the shot clock. Minute 49 to go. DeJounte 18, 7, and 6. That's actually not a great game for him because he's raised the bar. He's raised the bar considerably. Couldn't stand Bill Walton. Devin will get it into Jakob. Jakob loses the ball, and that's turnover. Oh, Spurs, come on. Giddy. Pick and roll. Kicks it out. Pokazevsky into the paint. Gets rejected by block of Pirtle. Huge block by Jakob. Spurs ball. Minute 25 to go. Nets beat the Knicks. Wow, what a choke job by the Knicks. DeJounte Murray pick and roll. Double teamed. Back out to Devin Vassell for three. In and out burger. Minute 11 to go. Spurs should have this, but this is the Spurs. There's no Tracy McGrady out there for OKC, though. Drive and a bucket in the paint by Trey Mann. 7-point game with a minute to go. Oh, my gosh. Come on, man. Spurs ball. OKC starting to trap a little bit. Lonnie with the ball. Back out to DeJounte. 10 on the shot clock. Murray double teamed. Over to Devin. Devin to an open Kelman. No good on the three. 37 seconds to go. Trey Mann pulls up for three. Air ball. Still OKC ball. And into the paint. And a big block by Jakob Pertl on Theo Maledon, but he was fouled. 24 seconds left in the game. 111-104. Right? Protect the lead is right. Why would you bring up that? I'm sorry. Because it happened. You can't deny history, my friends. You can ignore it. You can act like it's there. You can write it out of the history books, but it's still there. No, they're not tanking. They're not. No Spurs tanking. First free throw is good. It's a 6-point game. OKC's making this a little interesting at the end. Thank you, Don. Appreciate that. A thumbs up. Be nice. How many more wins for Pop? 4, not including tonight. And Zach Collins is coming in for Jakob Pertl because, well, Jakob Pertl is free throw shooting. Wow, Bacon Bits dropping a stat. Nice. Man them both. Good grief, it's a 5-point game. Timeout Pop, 5-point game. That is Becky Hammond, the assistant coach for the Spurs that's going to coach the Las Vegas Aces in the WNBA after the season. In fact, Becky, say hi to the Spurs and Thunder fans, if you will. Let them know you're having a good night. Yep. All right. By the way, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, that's what it looks like. Right, Pop? Okay, if we lose this, I'm going to cry. If we lose this, I'm already losing my voice. I might actually rage. Yes, Ken. A bucket, couple free throws, something. Suns will win by 14 tonight. Fourth quarter Spurs call. Second half Spurs, really. Pop in the huddle. Love this game. We need draft picks. Come on now. Come on now. Joey, what's up? Go Spurs, go! Spurs, by the way, again, I've said this throughout the stream. They're off the next 8 days. They don't play again until next Friday. I will be calling that game. I normally recap the Spurs at the end of the week. I have to work tomorrow. I'm not getting up at 6 a.m. to do a recap. Sorry, not happening. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Since they're only playing 2 games this week and 2 games next week, I will recap this week and next week and the end of week recap for next week, which will be Sunday morning. So that way I'll be covering 4 games, and I'll be doing a recap on a Sunday, which doesn't interfere at work. Jakob Pertl with 20 points, 17 boards, 5 assists, and 2 blocks. That might be one of the quietest all-star line nights I've ever seen from Jakob Pertl. Spurs trying to get the ball in bounds. And they turn the ball over. Trey Mann in the paint misses the layup. A fight for the board, and finally Doug McDermott comes down with it. A foul on Giddey. Wow. Good grief. They turn the ball over on the inbound pass, and they're lucky Trey Mann missed that layup. It would have been a 3-point game. 20 and 17 from block up. He had a fantastic game. And Lonnie is not in the dunk contest as far as I know. And now we're going to a replay. I'm not sure for what. End of game mistakes, man. Tank for Chet. 14 seconds to go. Instant replay by the refs. They do want to make the playoffs. Who doesn't? What player? I mean, right, Butterfly, what player goes out? Well, maybe James Harden. But, players want to win. That's like Captain Obvious 101. These players want to win. Yeah, their record's not good, but I think they're checking for a jump ball at your boy Rico. It is a foul. 2 free throws for the Spurs. Is J. Rich playing any good? Yasirski, haven't seen much from him. He made a 3. That's about it. If you wanted Spurs ring, whose ring? Like a Spurs player's ring? I want David Robinson's, but I mean, I don't want to take his ring because it's his. He earned it. Thank you, William. Passionate about the team. Try to put out, good content for you guys. I'm not saying anybody puts out bad content, but when I do a video, I want to make sure, I don't know. All right, Asia. How many minutes? It's not minutes, Ace. There's 14 seconds. 14 seconds. Doug McBuckets at the line for 2. 111, 106. First free throw is good. Spurs extend the lead to 6 points. Oh, replica. Those are really expensive, aren't they? Yeah, Brian, it's a Spurs cap. It's over here somewhere. It's like a closet fan Spurs. He missed the second free throw. Timeout OKC. I need a Spurs glove. I got the Giants glove. But living in Connecticut, Giants merch is a lot easier to come by than Spurs merch. Quality, yes. The insane one, yes. Actually, there you go. That was definitely me last season. Really, the first 2 seasons I covered the Spurs, I was very much quantity over quality, and I wanted to reverse that because, one, I don't have the time. But I do have 2 channels to run. I have TSR Sports, which is doing well, and then TSR Music, which is still looking for that one big video that, helps get the channel to 1,000 subscribers. And music takes time. And those videos, people don't realize TSR Music takes up a lot of time. I got to write a song, then I got to practice the song, then I got to record the song, and then I got to come up with a music video, and then record the music video. It's a lot there. JRT, thank you for the super chat. I don't know what SGD is, but thank you so much. Go Spurs, go! I'm guessing that's $10. Or maybe just $10 American, and I'm an idiot. But thank you so much for the super chat, and appreciate everybody's support. Go Spurs, go! DeJounte, that's NBA All-Star DeJounte Murray. I better take that down before I get in trouble. I can't show that too long. Come on, Spurs. I want to finish this week with the Spurs going into the All-Star break with a win. Come on. Singapore. Okay. Should have been a blowout because, Trubisky, this should have been a blowout, but it's not. One thing we've seen from the Spurs all season is that they played down a bit to their opponent. Thunderball, they will get it inbounds. 13 seconds left. Quick pull-up 3 by Man. Nope, he passes it off. Giddey passes it off. Malvin for 3. Airball. That's the game. Kellen Johnson will get fouled, but that is the game with the Spurs up by 6 and 4 seconds to go. I need a Fiesta logo flag. I can't argue with that. So the game is Spurs. Hey, we're getting close to 200 thumbs up. We're only 27 away. Can we get to 200 for a Spurs win? Come on, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in, channel member. Appreciate your support. I will be off from live streaming for the next 8 days, more than likely. The Spurs don't play again until next Friday. They are on the All-Star break. I will see. Maybe I'm doing a Spurs live video or a Giants live video. I don't know. Or I'll just enjoy the time off playing video games, working on the music channel. Kelton hits both free throws, and the Spurs are going to win. 7th overall right now, and OKC will just dribble it out. You know what? I know they're missing players. A win's a win, and I'll take it. I'll take it twice on Sunday. William, I'll be back, though. I'll still be doing videos. Good night, Carlos. Thank you, Nate and Eli. I appreciate it. I'll be doing videos throughout the next 8 days on the Spurs and Giants. Probably more videos in regards to the Spurs with free agency, the draft coming up, etc. Oh, all right, Robert. Thank you. Let's go ahead. Bye, buddy. Let's get into the box score. The Spurs had the same score as OKC in the fourth quarter, 25 all. So the fourth quarter was not a disaster for San Antonio, but the third quarter was. And a win's a win. For the Thunder, Aaron Wiggins 7, Darius Baisley 2, Isaiah Roby 17 and 12, Trey Mann with 24, and Josh Giddey had a triple-double, 17, 10, and 10. Off the bench, Theo Maledon with 22. Alexei Pokazevsky had a double-double as well, 10 and 10. The Thunder had 3 guys with double-digit rebounds tonight. What the truck? Vit Krejcik with 0, Lindsey Waters with 5, and Derek Favors with 2 for our San Antonio Spurs. Doug McDermott with 16, Keldon with 22 and 7, Jakob Poeltl with 20, 17, and 5. Shot 10 of 14 from the floor, had 6 offensive boards, 2 block shots. Nice night for Jakob. Devin Vassell with 15, 5, and 6. DeJounte Murray with 18, 7, and 8. That's kind of the backcourt that we have with Derek White. 15, 5, and 6 would be Derek and DeJounte, 18, 7, and 8. So similar stats from Devin Vassell. Off the bench, Lonnie Walker with 17, shot only 60 at 6 of 16 from the floor. I thought he had better night than that. Yeah. Anyway, Joshua Primo with 1 in 12 minutes. Zach Collins with 0 and 6 rebounds. KBD with 2. Josh Richardson with 3 points. He hit a three-pointer, finished with 1 of 4 from the field, and 2 assists and a block shot. There you go, Spurs fans. That's a wrap. I'm losing my voice, so I'm going to call it a night. Again, if you get a thumbs up on the way out, if you didn't hit it already, would appreciate you. And the Spurs are off for 8 days. So let's enjoy the break. I'm going to enjoy the break. I thank you all for tuning in. And until next time, what you going to do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go!